Just kidding. I was kidding before, guys. Now we're live.
Yep. Why wouldn't you play the Aganjo?
God. The mutable to be able to attack next turn.
The most expensive,
but
guys.
now you can't protect your guy if I have a murder.
I mean, if you want to kill
Never needed
this 1-drop 2/1 with one of your removal spells, go
You
right
legit
ahead.
don't have another fucking guy.
You
It's
legit
not the worst.
don't know that.
Okay, you might have drawn one.
You guys, it stains.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just chirping.
Sure like to talk a lot, bud.
It's called chirping.
Says the guy who fucking scoops it all day.
Who scoops all day?
Removal spells,
You
go right
legit
ahead.
don't have another
I
fucking
heard they call
guy.
you Scoops Ahoy, bro.
I like scoops. Oh, yeah. If you don't, then frig off. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I love it. There's a guy who's he's like number 2 in legacy leagues. His name is Tony Scaponi. It's so good.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Mr. Tony Scaponi. Oh my god, I'm gonna get stomped because my hand sucks.
You don't, yeah, until you top deck the Grease Fang right here.
Sure. Good luck. Let's see how lucky I am. That ain't cutting it.
But
Which Brave the Elements do you want? I didn't even know there was a full air version of it.
That's like a promo that they sent in the mail.
In FIFA, yes.
Back in the day, right?
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that was
If you're
like
still getting
the-
stuff in the mail,
that was
you're
an NPR. That was like the Texas
Fucking
NPR.
doing it right,
yeah,
bud.
that's pretty cool. That was like the one after Zendikar.
Mhm.
And then the next one after that was Treasure Hunt, which was a meme for a second, you know?
I'm gonna be at
My
6.
gosh.
I'm gonna be at 6. And then I can do that. And then you can do that. And I'll be at 4.
Are you losing yet? Because we gotta
Yeah,
get
I'm
this
getting pretty
cast
close.
started. Okay.
Started.
No,
Yeah,
never.
fine. We did this last time too, because you were taking a while, and we're like, all right, let's keep playing.
That's never happened in my life.
I'm sure.
I'm the fastest player you know. It's not even close.
I'm not
That's
talking
why
about
you-
playing. I'm talking
That's
about
how you end
setting up
with
the
2 kids,
podcast.
bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'll make sure not to be cool again.
Yes, you're bad.
Are you happy?
Yes. Pick them up, bud.
Scoop them up. Scoop them up.
Scoops.
You
Swear to
realize you're
God, I
dead,
opened
right?
an Atraxa, but I
How?
have no idea what I do with it.
Dude, I have the same thing. I have a full art one somewhere, and
Because
I
I
don't know where
Brave
it
the
is.
Elements and I gave them Pro Green.
Like, I
Isn't
kid
it only one creature?
That Brave was all.
No, it's
Choose
one.
color
Dude.
white creatures you control gain protection.
And you only got 2. Good
Fair.
luck. I don't lose.
Oi, 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 oi.
Fuck you. I don't lose.
All right, bitches.
Also, you don't have 2 white creatures. You have 1 white creature.
That's correct. It is a red creature now.
How far along are you guys building on your PDHs?
What are you talking
have-
about? PDH?
my
What
deck's
the
done.
fuck is that?
I have-
Pauper
I
EDH.
have-
I'm
I
never
have a
doing
deck.
that.
Oh, well, that's this month's fight night, so I'd figure it out, Jiff.
Well, that's terrible.
When is the fight night?
Whenever we feel like it.
I don't even remember what general I
Weird.
picked.
Give me a deadline so I can print it out.
Oh my god. Just go print it out. Do Deadlines Friday. How about that? Go print it out. Go destroy your company's link.
Smart. Oh no, what'll I do?
But yeah, I have a deck, and I've been wanting to build this for whatever reason. I've wanted to build this deck
Like a
for
pauper
a
one?
long time, just because I really like this card. Yeah,
I was surprised nobody went with the Orzhov one, where every time you draw a card, everybody loses a life and you gain a life.
nope. I want to make you guys
Really?
miserable.
Yeah, there's an uncommon that does that. It's a legend.
Why would you do this?
Oh, never mind. All right,
Yeah, I ain't
3,
listening to
2, 1.
Busy beat his buns because he didn't realize I could
Theme
turn
song.
this into a guy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna just kick it off right with a giveaway.
We're giving it away, boys. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
Oh yeah, that fucked you.
I'ma keep it
You
little
done. I swore during the
I don't know the
the
rest
intro.
of the
It's okay.
lyrics.
This is what gets edited out.
but
Yeah.
it
We have
goes
cooler
like
intros.
something like
Partway
this.
through the intro.
Got a rhyme scheme, kind of like a dime scheme.
You
I don't
are.
know, because I'm just rapping. Or, sorry.
You got it. You are listening to episode 93 of Paper Player, and this episode's name is Most Expensivest. I don't know if you have you guys ever seen that show on Vice?
Nope,
That's
Oh,
pretty
yes.
sweet.
because we're cool.
It's with 2
We
Chainz.
have lives.
But yeah, so it's you're
my
joined
God,
here
that'd be
by Josh, Jeff, and JB, and I'm your host T-Bones, LT Gray, Little Chooch, whatever you want to call me nowadays. I don't know.
Little Chooch.
Yeah, Little Chooch is the new one, or Fat Tony. That works too. It's all the same to me. But dude, big week, guys. A lot of announcements are dropped, but not all of the Lord of the Rings, and the community is pretty funny about that ring, but we'll get into that a little later. But let's just kick it off right with the giveaway, dudes.
Wait.
I should probably set that up. So the way to get into our giveaway is to subscribe to us on YouTube and make sure that your settings are set to public so I can actually see you. We have 150 subscribers. Of those 150 subscribers, I can only currently see 73 of them. So other ways to connect with the cast.
Switch.
Yep. Other ways to connect to the cast is just through any major social media outlets, and also you can join us in the live show via Discord. And then if you are listening to us through a car, you can always listen to us through Apple, Spotify, and what are the other 100 apps that they offer on the subscription service that we use. But aside from all that, the way to get subscribed, like I said, is via YouTube, and then through episodes 91 through 100, we're going to be giving away 10 cards per episode. We're on sets 21 through 30 this episode, so here's what you can win. This is the worst, fuzziest picture. Omnath, the alternate art from Battle for Zendikar, Blood Moon, Green Warden, Morrow, Sorcerer, Green Sleeves, a foil Invoke Despair, a modern Horizons 2 Scalding Tarn, Ancient Bronze Dragon, Spell Queller, I don't know where that one's from, but a foil Unwinding Clock, and also a foil original Dispel from World Wake. So
Yeah.
that one
They're worth a lot.
Dispel,
like
baby.
$10, $15, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not sure. But
Dispel's a cool
Weird.
card.
so we have
Which one is that? Counter target colorless spell?
counter target instant spell.
Instant.
Yeah, it has like a million reprints because they just throw it in everything. So we have 71 people total, and I hope Water Sucks 805 wins. But
Water sucks.
It really, really sucks. Water
Mm,
sucks. It really, really sucks.
Yeah.
Like a Waterboy reference there.
mhm.
all right, so random number generator 1 through 71.
72.
And let's get going.
72.
29.
29.
You get card. What was that again? 29. You
32.
Water sucks.
get Horsey, not a
No,
knight. Got it. You got
Horsey,
21.
not a night.
52. That seems to be a hot number. Oh, Nathan Kinnaman. You got
Nice.
We're 22.
Oh, that guy.
Our boy again. Dude, are you cheating these rolls or what?
Yeah, you know me. Me and Google are tight like that.
I know you can. just
Number
hit 'em all.
2,
I see you clicking.
Absolute
the buttons in the
Dog. What a
corner.
great name. He
He's
got
an absolute
23,
dog, man. We dogs out here.
16. Because when you're Brush Knight, you got 24.
Brush.
59. You got 25.
Are you afraid you're gonna lose here? Is this why you're not passing?
I'm moving.
Generate this. 33.
33.
You get 26. 64. Best system ever.
Nintendo 64.
Wait. What's going on here?
Nintendo 64.
Terry Hahn. Uh, 25.
That's my favorite.
FQ, which gets 28. 2 more to go. Who's going to be 62, which is going to get 29.
You're just gonna take 3 for fun, dude.
And the last one, 65. The Bacon. You get card number 3.
Bacon.
The bacon.
Pretty good name. All right, let's get the winners all lined up so we can show you what you won. All right, Horsey, not a knight. We're going to start you off with number 21. Let me make the camera a little bit cuter. There you go. All right. So, number 21 here, we got you You get a Modern Masters Blood Moon. Woo!
Lemune.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah,
Remember when that
Blood
card
Moon.
was like the bee's knees?
I remember when
Still
Blood
good.
Moon. I remember when Blood Moon. I opened in one pack of Modern Masters 1. I opened a Chalice of the Void
Yeah.
and a foil Blood Moon, and which was like, so the Chalice was like $100 at the time,
Yeah.
and the foil Blood Moon was like $200, and I traded both of those for the Judge foil mana, the
Crypt?
mana crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, mana crypt.
All right, Nathan, let's see what you won. We got a. You get the foil unwinding clock. I think I forget what they called these. The schematics.
Schematic, yeah.
I think unwinding clock's a hot one. I'm not sure. All right, Absolute Dog, number 23.
We dogs.
Let's see what you get.
You're
What is
welcome.
this? Ooh, you get the green sleeves, Morrow Sorcerer. I think that card's cool. I can't tell. I know it's,
I like it. I play it in my EDH.
Oh damn.
I play it in my EDH.
Brush Knight. You got 24. Let's see what that card is. Ooh, Karn liberated from Ultimate Masters.
Welcome to Modern, my friend.
Number 25. We have Sean Fleck, which you won the
Whoa.
Scalding Tarn from
Nice.
Modern Horizons 2.
Sick.
Number 26, which is Jason Page. Let's see what you won. You got the Ancient Bronze Dragon. That's the one where when it deals damage, you get to roll a d20. And
Oh, that card's cool.
That is pretty cool. All those other dragons are actually pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
you make treasures, right? Or is it counters?
That's the one that makes counters. All right, Terry Han, you got number 27. That one is the foil Worldwake Dispel. I don't know how much that's worth. I'm gonna say like $10. It could be more, could be less. Original foils are weird.
Yeah,
FQ,
sometimes they're a little expensive.
you won number 28. Let's go with a. What is this? Secret Layer Spell Queller. All right, number 29. Steven Kretzinger. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember your name, bud. Sorry. Thankfully, we have the Google Docs. And Omnath, the alternate art one from Battle for Zendikar. And the last card, I don't know what that is going to be, but the Bacon 86420.
Bacon.
You get a foil alternate art or anime art Invoke Despair.
Oh,
Whee!
the anime arts are sick.
They are pretty sick. And that's the giveaway. While I shift this all up, guys, talk about your week of Magic. Did you guys play Magic?
Oh, I did.
Nice.
I did also.
No, I did not play Magic.
Who's
this
going
week.
first?
I did.
You can, bud.
So go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
So I went to, instead of going to the RCQ like a chump,
Oh yeah, you guys
I
did do
went
that.
no, I didn't. I
No,
went
I
to
know, I'm saying
Legacy. And ended up going 301, getting $70 in store credit, or $77 in store credit.
Congrats.
Uh-huh. I tied my first round against green white, not Depths, but it's like Maverick or whatever, green white black. And then round 2 I played against Goblin Food Chain, and he didn't tap correctly, like counted his mana incorrectly. I mean, I would have had it anyways, because when I went to mess up his, he didn't realize I could surgical extraction in response to him tapping his the goblin that copies the top card. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop. And I just
Conspicuous Snoop.
shuffled away. He put the combo on top, and then I just shuffled it away. He was like, "Wait, what?" And that got him pretty good. And then round 3 I played against Delver, and in game 1 he pitched the wrong card. I think I didn't really talk to him, but at some point I just kind of overran him in game 1 because he pitched the wrong card and he couldn't get 4 card types in the graveyard for the good creature. And then game 2, I just slammed a choke and beat him instantly.
Yeah, dude.
He just kind of picked it up. And I had a really long battle. Do you know who Scott is?
I roughly.
Okay, well, whatever. Me and Scott were playing in the 4th round for technically first.
Sure.
We split like chumps, but it was really intense playing against 4-color control, and I realized that I don't know when to pull the trigger properly against a white deck, and I need to learn how to do that with lands. Because
lands?
creating a 20/20 and just going.
Oh, sure.
And I'm like saying, all right, you got to have the answer. Like, I need to figure out when I need to be doing that.
I don't know if there is a
Because I
correct
feel like
move.
I was about to say, I feel like there's plenty of times where I should be doing that
Sure.
and being like, have it or die. Like when they have like 2 cards in hand, just be like, well, you got it or you don't. Go.
Right.
And I think I just hold back a little too often with it, and I
Yeah.
need to get over that fear of like, oh no, they're just gonna beat me.
For sure.
But I ended up beating him just because we had like a wasteland war at one point, and I just scooted out by Surigi stepping my guy, my 20/20 when he went to Swords to Plowshare it, because Surigi step is great. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I had a lot of fun playing. And I don't know. Hopefully they keep doing it every month.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, dude. It's another place to play Legacy. I don't know what it is about Legacy, but it's just like, I don't know. It feels like it comes in waves. Like people get super hot on it, and then people are just like, "Yeah, I'm done with it."
You say that, but there is always people at our local game store that
Oh, I
are
know,
playing
dude. Don't get me
every
wrong.
week.
That community is cultivated for sure. Like there is no doubt about that. There is no stopping
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
man.
part of it.
Jeff, you get any
Every
magic
week,
in?
baby.
I did. So Saturday I went to the Pioneer.
Your mic just cut out. I can't hear you. Did he die?
It randomly muted itself. That's random.
That's funny.
I like
Um,
the story, Chaka.
I went to the Pioneer.
Saturday I went to the Pioneer RCQ. I brought green white boggles.
Yeah.
Round 1, I sat down against Grease Fang. Game 1, he got me with the turn 1 Thoughtseize, which is like enough to take the one creature that had hexproof. And
Yeah.
went to game 2. I had him down to 5. He hit me with Parhelion, and I needed a way to deal 5 to him. And I had Light Paws out. And what did I grab? I played the fight spell to get rid of the 1 flying token he had left, and I ended up going to grab Griffspoon to do just enough
Yeah.
with another enchantment to hit him for 5 to go to game 3.
Yep.
And a little info. The person I borrowed a couple cards from, I had asked them to bring me Rest in Peace, and they forgot them, which obviously is fine. It's not their fault. I should own these cards. But
Press the
I
shop
ended
didn't have them.
They didn't.
That's brutal.
Otherwise, I would have bought them. But I ended up having to play Hearses instead, which isn't as good because it's not an enchantment, but it still gets turned on with like all that glitters. So at least it's something.
Yeah. Right.
So turn 1, he goes Stitcher Supplier, hits. He hits Parhelion. I play land creature go. He plays Grizzly Salvage and hits Chariot.
Sure.
And then turn 2, I play Hearse. And instead of waiting for the Greasefang to come in and target one of them, I was like, I'm just going to exile them now, get them out of the way. I don't think you can go off next turn. He proceeds to untap, draw Eldritch Evolution, sacks it, and hits a Parhelion with the last card and get Greasefang and kill me.
Yeah.
Hey, Greasefang's really good, bud.
Well, it's not it being good. It's just he got lucky. Like that.
Greasefang's really good.
I'm not saying it's a bad deck by any means, and this player was very good. He made the top 8. I talked to him about the podcast. Actually, he was really excited to listen to it. So if you listen to it, man, great games. I had a lot of fun. So round 2, I got paired against blue white. we went to game 3. Game 1 and 2 were pretty close both times. Game 3, I got my opponent down pretty low, and right as I got them low enough, she hit 2 white and 1, exile all 2 or less.
Teferi's
Um,
lockdown.
No,
No.
not Teferi's. It's a temporary lockdown.
There you go.
temporary,
I
yep.
thought it was, I just know Teferi's on the card.
She played temporary lockdown, and I don't know if it really would have made a difference. I had a clue token from one of her removal spells, and it was a die instead of the actual token, and I kind of forgot it was there. And by the time I realized it, the temporary lockdown had already been on the field, so I
Yep.
just got rid of it. And it would have dug me one deeper, which could have gave me maybe a creature, but then I kept forgetting to put Gigantha in my hand. So like I basically like played myself that game.
Yeah.
And then I played my last 3 rounds and literally went I think I went 2-1 against my last round opponent, but I ended up beating my other opponents 2-0. Like not fairly easy, but easy enough. I don't think Boggles is a bad deck by any means. I think it's pretty good. Maybe needs to be tweaked. One more hexproof creature would be really nice for the deck.
Yep.
I think it's a big downside. And the only one I could really find that would maybe fit the deck
His mic
costs
cut
2.
out again.
Maybe for you, it's alive over here.
Or did I cut out?
You probably
Did I
cut
do
out.
it?
You did.
But anyways, the only one I could find that would possibly fit the deck costs 2 green, and that's a lot. It's like 2 green for a 3/2 with I think it's like flash hexproof or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun playing the deck. I would 100% play it again. I think going forward though, I might try to pick a mono white also because I have a decent amount of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So both decks kind of have cards that like filter into each other as far as lands and stuff like that. So I don't know. I kind of like where the format is in general.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse, man. It's from what looking at it, there's just a lot of avenues and angles you can take.
I would like to put this on record. Ali said he was going to go 0-2, and I do believe he went 1-2 drop. He did not do what he normally does. Say he's going to go 0-2 and then top it.
What was he on?
Creativity.
Yeah, dude, I think that's like it being the breakout deck. Anybody who's serious about the RCQ is probably well tested for it. And
Well, I was even prepared for it. I had put Containment Priest in my board.
it's a pretty
Card just
big. It's
destroys
pretty
that
big.
deck.
It's a pretty big upgrade. For
Yeah.
sure.
That card's really good. There's also I've been seeing like I played against Hammer Time and he showed me his board and he had Deflecting Palm.
Yeah. Take it
So
right
when
back.
they swing for 30, yeah, you just crash them back for 30 because they tend not to hold up counters against red white.
I think everybody at the P2 was really gaming against Rakdos, and they were correct because it was a huge part of the meta game, and so same with mono green. But aside from that, like the meta shifted, and now people are ready for Indomitable Creativity, which it's just one of those like I hate saying rock paper scissors metas, but like now that that's the top deck, everybody's shifting to game against it, which makes it weaker, which then allows red black to like go up and mono green to go up because people are just less likely to go after your Nykthos or whatever red black is doing.
Agreed. I'm okay with rock paper scissors. It's better than having a stagnant like this is the top deck and it doesn't change.
Oh right.
I feel like that's kind of what Modern's been doing has been like rock paper scissors for a while.
Yeah.
Like because like if you look at the beginning of like Modern Horizons 2 coming out and where we are now, like there has been cards that have come out, but like not as much of an influence, I think.
Yeah.
And like in the beginning, like Affinity was like at the top, and now those decks don't even really like they exist, but they're not putting up numbers.
Yeah. It's like it's a 4-deck format in the sense of like you're on either DRC Murktides or DRC variants or Ragavan variants, and then Cascade variants, and then the Urza Saga variants, which there's like 2 different branching ways to go into, and then the 4-color control, which is still like lingering somehow, but you know, people Renin 6 plus, which is fairy plus shell equals like 4-color nonsense.
Yeah, do dumb garbage.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep. For sure, man.
I still think Mill's a top tier deck, but that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, one day it will be. It's just with Murktides loaming around, you just don't have the one-shot capability. It's like, oh,
Agreed. You're just fueling them to be able to cast their turn 2 Murktide, which feels bad.
yeah, just like, here's a 8/8. Good luck. Like, oh, I have 2 turns.
I've kind of typically sideboard out what's that?
Tasha's.
The no, Tasha's fine. I'm okay with hitting the Murktide because that's one less Murktide I have to deal with.
Sure.
It's the trap.
Archive shop?
Yeah, because
What? That's like your nut draw.
but like as soon as you do it, they're just like, all right, now my DRCs are turned on. Now my Murktides are like.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't disagree with
Or-
that sentiment. It's just you're giving up a free spell. That's the problem.
I guess that's fair.
I just don't know where you're going after that. Like you're trying to mill them
probably-
regardless with like Hedron Crab. So Hedron Crab is going to do the same thing. It's just how fast you want to increase your clock, and it's really a
guess
race to
this
the
is true.
bottom. Yeah, you're like boom, and that matchup for them not to fetch is just like. I just think of the hands where you just go like, oh, like turn 1 Hedron Crab, they go like fetch you like double archive drive 26, and they're like, I don't know if I can kill you in the next 2 turns. You're like, I don't think you can either. And you're
Out
just
of all of the times I've played that deck, borrowing it from you in tournaments, I don't think I've ever had double archive trap turn 1.
yeah, it's a dream, but I mean,
One day you'll do it, and you'll feel so good.
Yeah, I don't think I have casted more than one in a turn in the past, but that was back when it was in standard.
for sure, man, for sure. Josh,
Get any magic in?
no, I haven't really been. I want to play
like
Magic
one-
bad. Go on, Josh.
I
Tell
went
him.
to play gym today, and he was in a meeting, and like we looked at each other through the window, and then I like, kept walking. And
the
I
old
could-
longing
I could
eyes.
I could
How
see in
could
his
this
face that he
happen
wanted to
to
leave
me?
so bad. He wanted to leave so bad. I like messaged him yesterday. I was like, I can play tomorrow, and he was like, yeah. I messaged him at like 9 a.m. I was ready. I was like, can I play at 4 p.m. today? And he was like, yeah, 4 p.m. will work. And then I walked past him at like 4 p.m.
Yep.
and he was stuck in that meeting, and I was like, oh boy.
I'm definitely gonna
So I
put
did
your
not play
face
Magic.
on the what is it, Javert, that Javert meme where it's Russell Crowe looking through that like small window.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, dude.
It's like, yeah, your face is going on that like ASAP. So, all right.
Yeah, so I did not get any magic in. I didn't buy any magic cards. I didn't open any magic cards. Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
I
opened
played
that
I
box
played a
and
league
pretty
today.
loaded.
With
I got-
with what?
Lands in
Oh, nice.
Legacy. And I went 3-0 and then proceeded to get smashed twice.
Is Lance back on the
Meta?
menu?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
It was funny.
I mean,
'cause-
obviously, if everyone's playing combo, it feels really bad. But like, I had a really close match against the mono red adventures deck, and just got housed by combo
sure.
in my 5th match. And it was just like, okay,
All right,
that's what it
guys.
is.
So we got this for the show notes today. We already went through we did the raffle already, but the Lord of the Rings first look. There's a lot of stuff going on with that set, and there's actually some things that Blake was talking about on the stream yesterday that I think are pretty interesting. Which, and then the world record set of the arena from literally starting an account and becoming from bronze to mythic within 10 hours and 30 minutes. Done by
Yeah.
like a pretty well-known streamer named Crokies, and then the Hot Pockets ordeal, the 5th and final Hot Pockets here, guys. All right, went through all that already. And Lord of the Rings: Modern Horizons 3. So, did you guys watch the stream at all yesterday?
I did.
Okay.
It was working.
There was 2 big things that they said that kind of stuck out with me, and the first one was this set is not meant to be power crept, meaning that it is more of a love letter to Lord of the Rings than anything. So it's like it's not supposed to push out MH2 cards, it's not supposed to push out MH1 cards, which I thought was, I'm skeptical on it, but based on what they've like revealed so far, nothing seems like too crazy, even though I do think is the card just called The Ring?
Yes.
Okay, that
The
card's
One
actually
Ring.
like, I think that card's good. Like
I think it's okay. It's great for EDH.
yeah, I mean, I even not in EDH, there's like Emery plays where you can alternate them with Emery, and then essentially you're drawing 3 cards a turn, or 3 cards a turn cycle, and
I
never taking any damage. Plus, it gives you protection for the turn, which I was
I
like,
forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about
that's
that.
like you get protection, like geez. So, anyways, I am yeah. So I will say this about Lord of the Rings. For JB's birthday, we went to go see it every year in the theaters when it came out, and I remember
Yep.
falling asleep all 3 times. So I don't remember ever getting through that. I think we're like 12 or 11 or something in that age range. But I do know this. I don't think the movies have anything to do with Tom Bombadil.
Nope.
Tom Bombadil. Oh, Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, I wish
Oh,
I don't. I
okay.
have no knowledge of this guy. This is a brand new guy to me, but
you never read the books.
I don't read. I hate
Yeah.
reading,
I was going to say, the dude couldn't even
Don't
stay
read the
awake
book.
in the movies. What, you really expect him to read the book?
dude.
Wow, you guys are ruining my hot take for this week. Which is the Lord of the Rings movies suck.
What? They do
They
not
do.
suck.
They
I
probably
always
should-
fall.
No,
I
they're
will
not.
try to. You know what? Have you guys ever seen the Sam? Have heard the Sam Raimi Cup, where it's all three movies, but just congealed into one, where it's like you don't have to watch 7 hours of a movie. You can just he condenses it to the important parts within 3 hours.
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a
For what
one
it's
shot.
worth, for what it's worth, like the original trilogy, the bad guy, or like in the first movie that they did, the Fellowship, the bad guy, the bad orc, is like the most sinister dude on the planet because it's like all like actual CGI, is like actual practical effects.
Oh,
Like,
so this gotta be way better than the CGI
Right.
crap.
So he looks like an actual orc, dude. It's terrifying. And then you watch like the new ones, like the Hobbit trilogy, and it's like all CGI, and the dude looks like a clown, looks like clay.
Well, yeah,
Looks like a clown.
The Hobbit movies are not good, but the
Yeah,
Lord of the
they're
Rings
terrible.
movies actually are really good.
Yeah.
No, they're terrible too, but they have cool effects. It's like the original Star Wars. Like where the original Star Wars movies are kind of terrible, but they're like they make you laugh and they make you smile. You know.
Yeah, they're cute. They're campy is the term I think it is.
Yes.
But yeah. All right, so this Tom Bombadil, it's a 5-color god bard, and he is the Ursaga general, which they also showcase the showcase ring treatment, which is what the cards look like when they're in the ring treatment, which it looks like it's going to be a circle with some kind of image in the background plus some other stuff. And but aside from all that, this card's not. It's EDH
I
fine,
think it's cool.
This
But
great flavor wise, this card is a home run
is it?
because
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy all he does is sing.
And he's also one of the few people that isn't negatively affected by the ring.
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard like 6 other people talk about that. I'm like, okay, now I get it. He's really strong. There's some fan theories on it where he's actually like Jared Token.
All the dudes are pretty much like all the like him, Gandalf, Sauron, Radagast, and then there's another wizard that I don't remember his name.
Sure.
They're all like gods, and it's like they're just like playing with each other. Like it's all just
Armon.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Like they're like beyond powerful. Like everyone else is like ants compared to these guys.
That's where the Gandalf gets involved in their affairs. But all right. So
Yeah, that's that Gandalf.
no, it's just because he's so powerful. Why is he dicking around with everybody else? But
Why is he
Because
beating
they're
up a
having fun,
Balrog on
dude.
a bridge?
Because otherwise it would be a boring story.
fair. All right.
I
So
do like.
go on.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, because now that you're showing Gollum,
Mhm.
I like how if you get all 4 of the bundle promos, it makes a scene.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I think
It's
that's
pretty
really
dope.
cool.
Yeah. So I'm glad that ring card is going to be super accessible because it comes with every single bundle, so you just get it. So that's pretty nice. The borderless scene bundle promo. But so they said that there's going to be different legendary like different rarities of the same guy. So like Gollum has an uncommon. He's also got possibly a rare or a mythic, but it's going to show them like progression throughout the story. So you're going to see familiar guys, and the sub theme of this set is actually legendary. So like there's going to be a ton of legends throughout this entire thing. But the Gollum patient plotter for black and a 1 is a 3/1, and then when it leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. So the only thing I want I don't need another command zone-esque thing in Magic. I could do without that stuff. So the tempting, it's going to sound like another version of the Monarch. That's what I'm predicting it to be. So that's already annoying to me.
Or I think maybe it's just like if you, I hope it's not just.
I think it's just
whatever
gonna be
it is.
another like trigger or something
I
like
think,
that,
like,
kind of
maybe
like
The ring
evolve or
tempts you
something.
3 times. You can tutor it up, maybe.
There's a card later that talks about it, that if you've been tempted X amount of times, you win the game. It's Frodo, I believe. But we'll get to that guy. But this card, and then you can sack for black, and you can sack a creature and return it from your graveyard to your hand. Only activate as sorcery. It's okay. Like a 3/1 that just has like, recursion. Maybe it will be solid in like a tokens deck, but it's looks all right. I guess it's more thematic than anything. Because again,
I was gonna say
This
it
guy
looks
goes in the
bad.
cube.
yeah,
This guy goes in the cube for what it's worth.
he's probably strong enough. But whatever
What
that ring means.
uncommons don't go in the cube?
Well, this guy's got recursion. He's got recursion, so he
Yeah.
comes back.
All right, you got
He's
Mount
got
I like
Doom.
this
nice
card.
outlet.
Yeah, so you can pay 1 life, and it's a pain land, but you have to. The only way you get mana from it is by actually paying 1 life. It has the ability for 1 in a red and a black. You can tap it to deal 1 damage to each opponent, and then 5 black red, sacrifice Mount Doom and a legendary artifact. Choose up to 2 creatures, then destroy the rest. Activate only as a sorcery. So this is again.
Who are the 2 creatures supposed to be?
Sam,
Frodo and Sam.
from the
Frodo and
movie.
Sam.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's
They
like
go to Mount Doom.
super
Even I
on
know this
point
stuff.
for flavor.
What the hell are
I
you-
know that, but I wasn't sure if it was talking about like Gollum and Frodo
No.
because they're like the ones
It
at
can.
the pit.
It can be. You can choose any 2 creatures.
Well,
It
all
doesn't have-
3 of them were
Right.
there, but Gollum dies.
Hey, spoilers! Come
Yeah,
on
but
now.
he was there.
Spoilers.
So what it's supposed to represent is when they toss the ring, Frodo and Sam are left, and the entire army at Mount Doom is
Yep.
destroyed.
Yep.
All right, that's what I needed to know.
It's a legendary land. Yeah, it's mythic.
Ah.
So they did say there won't be a cycle of these. So like this isn't like there will be 1 for each color pair. It's just completely random and sporadic. So
Yep.
inconsistent world.
Not going to be the End Forest,
Yeah.
green white or something.
No, the Shire.
The
Man, this card's
Shire.
so awesome.
It's pretty cool. When it enters the battlefield,
consistent
tapped
with-
unless you control a legendary creature, and then it's a legendary land that taps for a green, and then 1 in a green you can tap it to tap an untapped creature you control, create a food.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I was about to say, so far all of these cards suck.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I don't
Gotta
know, I
keep
think
it up.
this is fine in like an EDH food deck. It's another
Sure.
thing
it,
to produce
it,
food.
it could be better. Like there could be if a food theme comes out, like things will get better.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Did you already see? Well, we'll get to the card, and I'll talk about it
Well,
then.
it's like you play this with like the Academy Rector, right? And then now you make a treasure, a food, and a blood token, or is it a clue token?
Clue token.
So like,
Um,
there's a world with that, right? Like that you could consider.
People have been posting that one Sam card that makes food abilities cost 1 less.
The 2/4, yeah, the guy that's out of Commander deck, yeah.
Yeah, and with Gingerbrute, you can give him unblockable.
Oh, for
basically
free?
For free.
Oh, that's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's nice. Can only be blocked by creatures with haste. Goblin
Yep.
Guide all day. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. When I first read this card, I thought it put it into play, and I was like, this card's the nut. But it doesn't. But yeah, you can bring back fetch lands. So this is like the most budgeted version of Ren and 6. Or bring back sagas.
Flash.
Like Urza Saga. Like if there's a world where you're like, all right, tap full of mana for saga, go tutor something, then flash this guy in, pick up the saga, play the saga again.
What
But-
about like blue-white as a way to get back your planeswalker that they kill?
Yeah, that too. So it's 1 in a white for a legendary uncommon flash, and when it enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand. Then the ring tempts you. Again, the tempting theme. We don't know what tempting means. We don't know what all that stuff means. But yeah, Sam seems pretty good. 2/1 flash plus some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be good limited, just like a Gravedigger.
Yeah. Well, it'll be in modern.
All right,
but-
so this is the card that was like pseudo spoiled like a couple weeks ago with that Frodo, Sauron's Bane, which is a rare for a legendary creature, halfling citizen. It basically has a Figure of Destiny ability where you can pay mana for it. It becomes a 2/3, and then once it's upgraded to the first level, when you get to you can then pay triple black for the second level while it's a scout, and then whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times this game. Otherwise, the ring tempts you.
Mm. So
We'll
this
have
is
to
what you were
see,
talking
what-
about?
Yeah.
We got to see how fast you can tempt yourself with the ring once more cards are revealed.
Well, they just revealed 2 different 2-drops that all that tempt you for basically
Yeah.
nothing. So like maybe there'll be a sub deck that's just like, here is the block constructed tempted deck. You know, I don't
I
know.
really like the ring art for these cards because
Yeah.
it kind of feels like a callback to the original movies, the
Is it?
animated ones that came back in what is that, the like 70s or 80s?
Oh, I have
Maybe
no
older
idea.
than that.
I had no knowledge about those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like an animated trilogy that came out, and I don't know. The art is amazing on this card, especially having the what is it, the Nazgul?
Is it that was? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the 7 horse riders or whatever, the
9.
9 horse riders that come.
Sweet.
Looking for the
9
ring.
humans that got 9 rings.
All right, Gandalf the Grey, which is it? People were like, it should have been Orzhov because black and white makes gray. And to those people, shut up. Just shut up, okay?
Dude, this guy sucks.
This one's pretty interesting, I think.
It's okay.
I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's modern playable yet.
No, he's definitely like an EDH god, though. He's pretty awesome. He just automatically copies every time
How
walk.
is he only a wizard? How is he not a god? He's a god.
Yeah,
You realize, yes, this is gray. They had already announced that Gandalf the White was coming.
yeah. He'll probably be mythic. So this one it's blue-red, 3 for a 5-drop. It's a 3/4, and then whenever you cast an instance or sorcery, choose one that hasn't been chosen. One of you may tap or untap target permanent. You deal 3 damage to each opponent. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for it, and then the last one is put it on the top of its owner's library. So it's make sure that you can't go infinite with time walks on it, I guess. But still, probably a pretty fun general, to be honest with you. There's probably some infinite loop where you're going to be able to 3 everybody, put it on top of your deck, cast it, and when you do this, pick something up, blah, 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 But I think the card's dope. Being able to copy instants or sorceries for nothing as your general seems good because someone's going to go time stretch, and you're like, oh, just roll your eyes.
Got one sitting in my binder for you.
Yeah. All right, dudes. The next one is, here we go, Reprieve. Sorry, Remand. Just a strictly upgraded Remand. The only downside is you can't pitch to Force of Negation or Force of Will, but this one you can pitch to Solitude. So, key difference, countering this Remand requires you to counter that spell. So you like Cavern of Souls or Beseiju gets around that effect, whereas this card just does not care. It just goes return target spell to its owner's hand, draw a card. So it's just an upgraded Remand in every way in the sense. So what do you guys think?
It's okay.
Do you think this has like any ability to get play? I know like in Modern, like Supreme Verdict is just like fringe playable, but like
what deck is looking for this as a tempo play? Nothing.
I mean, they go
Mono white.
creativity. Don't you just bounce it?
well, it's mono
white.
white, yeah. Like so,
What
you
mono white deck exists?
what's the
Hammer?
hammer time? Yeah,
You're gonna play this in Hammer.
it seems like
What
a
are you
pretty
taking
good.
out?
Well, it would be a sideboard card, right? You'd bring this in against like decks that you have like either a bad matchup against to buy you 1 turn. Like you're just
I don't know.
you're strictly doing it to just buy you exactly 1 turn.
It's virtually a white counter spell, which I don't think is a bad thing.
It's definitely a new angle, that's for sure.
I think this card's great.
Yeah,
I don't know like how much it'll see play, but it will be in sideboards.
Yeah, it could be in the main deck too. There could be some kind of 4 remand 4 reprieve deck. Yeah,
Gross.
you play some.
You'll never play a spell again.
Blue white mentor, boys. Get that
Ooh.
going.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's where this actually is, but hey, Veil of Summer, up yours. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and your opponent. Oh, this is so good when your opponent goes to play like elementals for free.
Yeah.
No, bounce it. You gotta exile another card, buddy.
Right. That's right. I think that's the power level this card is, and I know Remand does the same thing, but blue is just been falling off pretty hard. It's
What are you talking about?
it's pretty bad. Like blue white control or blue X control.
Sure.
It's all about like the tempo now, and then like this kind of effect exists like best for like I don't know if like a Flicker Whisk style deck could come back, but that's where I think this card would belong, just to get the one like your one spell that you thought you were gonna get me with blah 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 blah. All right,
Oh, hold on. You brought Flicker Whisk. Josh, is that in the cube?
has to be
Yes.
I have a full art one if you don't have a cool art for it.
noise.
That like there's I wonder I was chasing there's like the retro border foil at or at one of the stores
Yeah,
that I want to get, but I'll take that borderless one in the meantime.
yeah,
It's from Dominator Remastered.
I guess that's like the money I don't have to like spend if you give me that one, so won't
You
complain.
better not block my Ragavan, boys.
yeah. Don't block my Ragavan. So I thought it was you shall not pass. Is it? Why is it saying you cannot pass? Is it like the book version?
No, it's you cannot pass. No, wait, it is you shall.
You shall
you
not pass.
not. Yeah.
That's why I was
I
confused.
think the book said you cannot pass.
Who cares?
I don't know. I'm
Nobody
looking at
reads.
this. I
Maybe
need to know.
Maybe it is different in the books. Maybe it is different. I remember reading that in the books. It is different.
Okay. So, again, with the legendary theme, it's white for destroy target creature that was blocked that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn. Nobody blocks nowadays, do they?
No.
Kings for chumps.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this card's medium, but nothing entertaining about it. Just like,
By the way, yes, it is 100% that in the book.
you cannot pass.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
the movies, it's
You shall
Shall
not.
not pass.
Okay, I've only seen them like that meme part. All right, dude. The One
I've
Ring.
only seen that meme
Oh
part.
boy.
Yeah. So this is there's a lot to talk about this, which we'll get into the serialized cards a little bit later. But it's a legendary artifact, indestructible for 4 mana, and then when the One Ring enters the battlefield, if you cast it, keynote is not cast from your hand. If you've cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. Like, dude, come on. Like, protection. Like, is this like a Burned X worst nightmare?
Boy.
I mean, not really, because you're well until your next turn. Yeah, I guess that is.
It's a
pretty
complete
gross.
nightmare, right? Like,
Well,
and they only lose 1 life because they first draw a card off of it, and then they wait for their upkeep to pass, and then only lose like the 1 life from the burden, and then draw 2 more cards. So it's 3. That's 3 cards right there for a cost of 1 life and an artifact that's indestructible, which already has like so your Shatter Storms, your Braids, your Wear and Tears don't do anything.
I don't think Burn cares that much about this. I mean,
Well,
Burn
just-
doesn't really see his play.
Yeah, why
'cause
would
by
it matter?
On turn 4, if they're playing this, are already on low
They're
life. They
dead.
play
Well,
into
let's
protection.
let me put it this
And
way. How about it's
what-
got go on. Sorry.
All I was gonna say is most of your spells are played at instant speed, so you just wait till they're upkeep anyways.
Yep. So, the fact that you have protection from everything means like Titan combo can't one shot you with the Titan because it doesn't matter. You don't take any damage.
But you're not like flashing this in.
It's until your next
No.
turn. So when
Yeah,
they
so
go
you
to
get a turn.
right,
No,
so I'm saying
you
if
play-
you could
yeah,
repeat
you
that,
play it.
With Emery. Cheated in
Emery,
with Emery.
you just keep swapping them, and you have infinite protection. You draw a card, and then you have an Emery in play, and then let's say you have one in your graveyard, you then target it with Emery, recast it, then you have a new one, and then you pay 1 life, draw 3 cards, have protection from everything. Is that good enough?
They legend rule themselves. They legend
Yeah.
rule themselves.
Yeah,
Until your next turn.
right. So then you cast the other. So let's say you
So
have
on
2.
your upkeep, they go shoot you
With what?
Yeah.
or kill the Emery.
I'm saying in the sense of Primeval
true.
Titan. What?
Sure.
Like when you play this card, your opponent goes like, "Well, I guess I can't kill you through combat next turn."
Yes.
I'm just saying, is this something to consider? And could this make the
Somebody will do it, but will it be good? I don't know.
I'm just thinking like Emery and
Urza.
Urza.
Tell me when they unban Opal.
Well, that's not
Something
going to
like
happen for
5.
sure. That's never going to happen again.
Emery, Urza, Opal, this card, sure.
Yeah.
You can 5-0 with a ham sandwich, so someone will obviously 5-0 with this, but like, will it be good? No, it'll be remain to be seen.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got legs, but I don't know if it's gonna be like NRG competitive.
Maybe not. I just and it also draws 3 cards. I know it's a lot, but it does draw 3 cards, and if it does stay in play, it draws 6 and then 10.
There's
Like-
something you would be doing, like winning the game with Primeval Titan.
Right. But it's one of those cards you cast it, and it's like, okay, I'm not dying next turn, so go.
How are you drawing
Yep.
6?
So the burden, you put a burden counter and then draw a card for each burden counter. So the first one is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So you're gonna I'm not saying in one shot, but over the course of 2 to 3 turns, you're gonna have 6 cards.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think it's garbage.
I'm definitely looking to brew with it with Karn just to be able to go tutor it and be like, all right, I can't die this turn.
Okay, now that would be fun.
That's what
But
I'm
it's
saying.
gonna be bad.
Put it in trial and see it. All right, dudes. The Lord of the Rings has a plethora of serialized cards. First, again, this is then again thematic. I don't know much about it,
This
but
is so cool. This is
So
this
the
is the
first Soul
coolest part
Ring-
about this set. Is
Yeah,
that
the-
I like
the
that
first
they're
Soul Ring
all Soul
having-
Rings.
yeah,
Having 300 is because there was 3 Elven rings
Cap-
that they got in the beginning.
And
The
7
700 is because
elves.
the dwarves had 7, and then the 900 is because the humans had 9.
Why'd the elves only get 3?
because there's not that many.
They don't need them, bro. They're elves.
Right.
So
Did that one lady have it who like turned into a
Well, 'cause
demon
then
lady?
you get 20, or you get 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 9 plus 1 is 10. So you got 20. It's round number.
20 range.
Excuse me, what?
3 plus 7 plus 9 plus 1
Is
is 20, is what he's saying. That doesn't really matter for why they created that many
got
rings,
3.
but
I have no idea why they got 3.
All right, that works. Math is math. Yeah, so serialized cards are back. These are all soul rings, which I think this is like the
That's the coolest thing they could have done.
yeah, it's pretty dope. So this won't be like a chase card. Like, well, it is a chase card, but it's like nothing to be like crazy about. It's not like getting the 4 chalice or whatever the hell it may be. So,
yeah, because everyone has a soul ring already, so it's cool that it's a card that's not.
So there's the serialized double rainbow, whichever the hell that means. So there's 900 of those, and then there's 9,000 of the non-foil, non-serialized ones. So even then, there's the other versions of it that aren't serialized. Are
Like secret or
yeah,
like the
they're
expeditions.
Yep. So they're going to be hard to come across. I don't know what the price tag is going to be on these, but people that are Lord of the Rings like heavy fandom are going to seriously want these, especially because I think like the 3 of 3 is going to be a
I was
lot.
going to say the Elvish ones, I think, are going to be the most expensive out of all 3.
But yeah, they
because
got
it's
the
only
least
300.
amount. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But thematically, I think it's pretty cool. But apparently, it's like a poem that goes all the way through. But yeah, these are soul rings. Pretty cool soul rings overall. Like if I get one foil, I'm
And then-
definitely gonna whiteboard it.
So the flavor text on the last one's got to be 1 ring to rule them all.
Yeah, it might be. All right, guys. This is the
Here it is.
most expensive.
There's no flavor text.
Yeah. So they did the 1 of 1, and let me just shut this down. Everybody that's like, guys, I'm gonna turn into a volcano. It's like, okay, I'm sure you're gonna turn down $400,000. Yeah, you got it.
I'm going to do it. Watch me do it.
I
will
don't
do
care.
it.
I just don't buy it until you have the card in your hand. it's a pretty substantial amount of money.
I'm gonna make it. I'll make
I'd
more
love
money
to
off
throw
the
away
YouTube,
50
off the
grand.
live stream.
I think
I'll
it's
make
gonna
more money off
be-
the live
Oh,
stream.
it's gonna
I'll
be
make
way
more
more than
money off
50
the live stream.
How would you make no, I'm not going into this with you.
Your
There's
camera
no
would
money.
melt, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
Yeah.
Think of
Anyways. So 1 of 1. There's already offers out there, like open bids for it for already 6 figures. I don't know if that
I
what
know.
someone will pay, but it's the
Hang on,
only one of its kind.
I was gonna say, is this the first time Wizards has done this?
Nope. There's the 1996 World Championship card.
Oh yeah. There's that. So this is
You
the
can-
second time.
well,
I
now-
was gonna
now you
say,
can
I
trade.
was gonna say there's a
There's the
Japanese
dragon, too.
dragon that they only
Yeah, the
gave
dragon.
to. It wasn't Haruya, but it was one of the popular Japanese
Yeah.
places that held tournaments in Japan a lot in the
Sure.
90s.
Like an
They were like,
image
"Here,
of-
you can have this dragon card."
Yeah. So you can trade the World Championship card. They finally found a card that you can 1-for-1 trade. The 1996 World Championship card, but
I would rather have the world championship. card.
everybody would. It's super cool in 1996. I don't even know if it's legal in anything because it could be.
There's actually only one of that card.
Yeah,
There's way more than one of this card.
right. But this 1 of 1 serialized card, this is going straight into a slab, and then it's gonna go on someone's mantle to flex super hard, And with this has got to be a planted thing. Someone in specific is going to get this because I don't think there's a realm where like this goes to a kitchen table and gets beat up for a year.
I was about to say, imagine if some kid got a pack at like Walmart or something and just
Right.
went home and
It's definitely
trashed
going
it.
to be a WotC employee that gets it or whatever.
No, it might not be an
Remember
employee,
when
but it might be
the guy,
somebody.
like when the WotC employee went on the Discord with I opened my collector, my Magic 30 packs, and he got the Black Lotus and the Mox.
I
He got
hated
like
that.
2 duels, the Black Lotus and the Mox Pearl.
Yeah,
It was like the most expensive Black Lotus you could get.
yeah. It's like, all right, dude, we get it. So I'm gonna call it now. It's gonna get open in California for sure, like somewhere in the vicinity of
Somebody who has a channel somewhere.
Not Seattle.
wherever WotC is located. They're gonna be able to drive to
I mean,
or
that's
call
Seattle.
like
That's Seattle.
And this is basically a lottery ticket. I don't know what.
Well, I guess we're flying out to Seattle and buying some packs, boys.
Yeah, so I think they want it to be known who has it, and because it's a 1 of 1, everyone's gonna know who has it. And the coolest thing is like it is thematic, so everybody that's talking about going to throw it in a volcano, it is pretty funny to destroy the ring. So like that's funny, but I just, it's so high in value. Like I wonder what this is going to settle at, because what did the Black Lotus go for that
The last PSA 10 Black Lotus that sold, Alpha Black Lotus that sold was $2 million.
yeah. So I think this is in that same range. Like it could be, I think like 100,000 is lowballing it, because this is going to exchange. This is generally, it's the same as art. It's just going to exchange people's hands for them to tax right, whatever the hell they do with money. I'm not smart with money, but they do stuff with money. That's all I know. But
Art.
I have
Everyone go buy art.
I have a friend who doesn't play Magic, but he talks to me about it all the time. He lives out in DC, and like when the Walking Dead Secret Lair came out, he asked me about it at the time. Like,
Yeah.
there's talks about it being like really expensive, so he bought one. He still has it like sealed. So he had messaged me about this because he likes Lord of the Rings, and he was like, "Oh, I heard this was coming out. These arts are really cool." He was like, "I heard some talk about a 1 of 1."
Yeah.
So I explained to him about it, and he has like an obscene amount of money that he has no idea what to do with. So he sent me pictures of Amazon, and the collector boxes for the set are like $440 right now.
Yeah. That's not
And
too bad. It's not the end of the
No,
world.
not really. He bought 2 boxes already.
Yeah.
And he told me that if he gets the golden ticket, aka this card, that I could be the grandpa from Willy Wonka, and he would toss me some money for telling him about it.
Sure.
So
Sure. That's very
I'm
sweet
rooting
of
for him to open it.
Yeah. So
Not for you to open it.
yeah.
I mean, I would like to open it,
Post
but
Malone's gonna get it.
Someone's paying a hefty price for this, and like there are people out there that just that have 10 plus 15 plus Alpha Lotuses. They're just like, yo, I'm gonna be the number one, the highest, the pimpest person that exists in Magic.
Alpha
So
investments.
there are people hunting for this. Yeah.
What if it never gets opened? What if it gets put in one of those boxes? What if it's in one of the boxes that people are keeping sealed forever?
That'd be
Or
funny.
like one of the ones that go to the garbage dump.
I think there's a huge demand. That's why I think it's going to be planted, because I don't think Wizards of the Coast wants this missing for 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I mean?
Guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna get planted, but still pretty cool. And then obviously if you
That's
open it,
Those boxes, like those boxes of legends that they found.
I also
Oh
think
man,
there's-
we opened 5 1-of-1
Those are
rings in
fake.
our back lot. Oh my god, where did these come from?
I also think there's nothing wrong with this either. I hope they do this more in the
there's nothing
future,
wrong with
because there's super affordable versions of the card.
Yeah.
Like the regular one, I think will be like super cheap.
it's in the bundle. You just buy a bundle and
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Actually,
So like,
yeah.
so I think that's cool. I think they should do it. I don't see any problem with it.
No, whatever.
I've seen some people complaining about it, like, oh, what if I
Those people
wanted
are
this
stupid.
card?
Those people are
Yeah,
actually
like-
stupid.
Get the other one. You don't. If it's art that you're complaining about, then you have no leg to stand
You're
on.
complaining that you're not. It doesn't say 1-of-1 on it. Is what you're
Yeah,
complaining about.
yeah,
Sorry.
Exactly.
Get good scrub. Find a different game.
Yeah. Like I think there's the thing that I've been reading about is as soon as this card is opened, the value of the collector boosters is just gonna plummet. They're gonna go from like $40 for a 12 pack to
Plummet.
like 250, 200.
It will not plummet.
Why not?
Anyway,
I
there's
think
nothing
it'll
good in the
drop, but I
set.
don't think it'll drop below 350 because regular collector boxes are going for like 300 right now.
There's nothing good in the set.
Well, there's box
You don't
hoppers
know
that have
We've
Wasteland.
seen like 10 cards.
The
out of,
Great
like,
Henge.
200 and something. Yeah, the Great Henge
forgot
is a
there was
box
a Great
topper.
Those box hoppers are
Dude, the Wasteland is insane.
yeah. Well,
Which one?
I forgot there's what box.
other cool stuff. So here's the dates that are happening. MagicCon Minneapolis, that's on May 5th. That's going to reveal a lot of stuff about this set, and then also the Lord of the Rings Middle Earth debut preview sets to start. Then card previews, commander deck lists, so forth. The complete card gallery will be out June 9th, and then the rest of the pre-release events and so forth. So this is all the information that's on there. And then lastly, they
Going
have
to
the holiday
MagicCon?
I want to.
let me see if I can convince my wife. I need to see where it's in relationship to Stillwater, and if it's close, I'm going to go up there.
Also talk about that, or do you have that on the list of things to talk about? All the stuff they announced that they changed about the MagicCons.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Uh-huh.
We did like that. Oh yeah, with the free. Yeah, okay.
Because we were talking about the
Yeah, I
remember.
command zone being terrible.
Yep, they
Yeah,
fixed all of it.
yeah.
Brilliant, good job on their part. They did some, and then the $38, the cheap no swag pass. Brilliant, love
I
it.
mean, they listened to the audience and are gonna actually have people show up now.
Well, I think
Wow.
they're just sick of getting memed on of like this command zone that they have this huge open play area for. It's empty. It doesn't look good for.
Are we going?
I'm down. Me and Antonio are already planning to go.
No, I meant, are we gonna go to MagicCon Barcelona?
No,
What?
I can't. I don't want to go out the country. You crazy.
Oh, holy shit!
All right, dudes. Oh no,
You buying my
I
ticket?
I screwed up. I need to change it.
It's not that expensive. Uh-oh. He broke it.
There we go. These cool. Oh yeah.
Dude, these are sick.
Yep. Cool
They're
full
cool.
arts. Yeah.
Sadly, it doesn't make a
They're big,
picture,
though.
but
They all look like forests to me.
Yeah. This looks like it's cool, but it's poor or bad execution.
Yeah.
There's like our crappy design.
Yeah. I don't really. Yeah. It's just it's cute. It's hard to identify, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they all look like islands, or they all look like forests.
Yeah, they all look the same to me. You have to like
That
actually
one
read
swamp
it.
looks like a plains.
It's tough. It really does. Yeah, these are sweet. Full art. Box topper. So you get
pretty treat.
again, they're doing that thing where it's something thematic from Lord of the Rings that is just got like it's a skin essentially. So you get the party tree, which is the Great Henge, which is going to be one of the box toppers, which is pretty awesome. The other box topper is Ensnaring Bridge, which people said this should have been crawl space. That would have made way more sense, but so be it. No big deal. And then lastly, the Wasteland, which is Valley of Gorgoroth. So
That part's so cool.
yeah, it's super black. Like the coloring is just like, I don't see that being like a land to me. It looks like a swamp. But
I mean, the swamp is the land, correct?
right. It just doesn't scream Wasteland to me. But again, these are super sick. There's gonna be however many of them. Dude, overall, like this product is super loaded. They injected everything. Like it's pretty nuts. The serialized stuff, and here's all the different product lines they have here. They have a starter kit, which is in there, the pre-release, the set booster, the draft booster. Can we all agree? Can we this year? Can we just petition for WotC? Nobody's buying Jumpstart boosters. We're done with this.
Agreed.
Like
I mean, I've
Right.
never bought a Jumpstart booster, so sure.
Well,
Except for
sure.
the like fancy ones.
right, like but the ones that are actually based on like the set, like who the hell is buying these?
I have no idea.
Have you met anybody that bought a Jumpstart booster?
Not the themed ones
Yeah.
for like sets.
I'm talking
Danny
about like
and
the
Jen.
ones that had like Allosaur Shepherd. Those were good because those had exclusive cards. But
Well,
the
even the ones for 2022 weren't too bad. Like with the anime alters. And
also
stuff like that.
had exclusive cards in them.
Yeah.
Like these,
Danny
the
and Jen
Jumpstart.
were playing it with their kids.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the only spot that it's used for. Like here's a simple thing. You don't have to think about deck construction. Smash it together
Right,
and
but-
play.
They did it like twice or whatever. I'm sure that it wasn't like they bought every set. They did it. It was like they did it twice.
Yeah, and it's just not a repeat. Dude, every time I go to Walmart or I go to Target, it's always on the shelves. And nobody's touching it. It's like here. It's like, what do you guys do? With this? Oh, this is what goes to the landfill. All right. So they also have the starter kit, which is going to be kicking things off, and then the buy box promo, which is Trailblazer boots.
That's kind of a letdown.
Yeah, it's probably the weakest one. Apparently, Trailblazer boots is a big deal in EDH. I didn't know this.
The flavor is cool, but yeah, I mean, especially when like the box toppers are like. Granted, we've only seen the mythics, which means there are going to be crappy box toppers at some point that get revealed. But like,
Yeah.
all of the box toppers so far are like infinitely better than this card.
Yeah, I mean this comes with every single booster, so you don't have to think about it. But yeah, the buy box.
Booster box.
Buy, sorry, yep. And then the starter kit, which says Sauron the Lidless Eye, which is meh, and then Aragorn and Arwen Wed. Also, these are just like your baseline, really basic sets. So, like, there's really nothing to them. This is meant to be a starter product for people who have never played Magic, so you can have two decks fight against each other. You know,
It's just funny because my roommate approached me today and said he wanted to get 2 starter decks for us to play because he's never played Magic.
The starter
He wants
kit,
to
yeah.
learn. Yeah.
Dude, I think this is gonna bring people in more than it did, more than Warhammer did.
Do you think this is going to draw in more people from Lord of the Rings fans into Magic?
Yeah, why not? You have your commander decks right here, which
Yeah,
there's
that's
4 of
true.
them total. There's a Jeskai one, which is the Riders of Rowan, which cool. I don't know anything about them.
Horse riders.
How upset do you think people are gonna be if the collector booster sample pack has.
That's the One Ring.
Yeah.
You wonder.
People were upset about that last time, but then you have the
I don't think people were upset. I thought it was cool. I think they should do
Yeah,
that
you
again.
did, but a lot of people were
people were said
complaining.
like you.
I don't understand.
There was people were like you're only supposed to be able to get these out of collector boosters, and people were like, what the hell? And then people were no.
And
It
this
is
is a collector booster
it
sample,
literally
so
says, it says
get wrecked.
collector booster on
Fair,
it.
fair.
It's a
I'm just
sample,
saying.
yeah.
People bought.
I'm not saying
things-
I was upset about it, but a lot of people were.
Yeah, people were like, I invested real money.
Well,
Meh.
I'll go out on a limb and say they're all dumb.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
didn't invest any fucking money. You spent money on a game, bro. Calm down.
No, dude. Now this is an investment. We're all going for the lottery ticket.
No, it's not an investment. Stop saying that.
No, I never will
Who wants
invest.
to buy a tabernacle?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So then we have a Abzan one, which is food and fellowship, which has Sam and Frodo on it, and it looks like these things partner with each other. I think at least in that deck they do. They have blue green elves, which is going to be Elven Council, which is going to be the best one by a mile because Simic's always the best color in EDH. Not
Didn't
close.
we already pick our colors?
I don't care.
We
I
did.
did.
What am I?
That's why I
You
have to-
didn't pick. Me and Josh picked.
Yeah, I don't know. Then you have the Grixis one, which is the
Yeah.
host of Mordor, which is probably going to be the coolest one.
Sauron.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And then they showed one of the cards from it.
There's a Jeskai one.
Yeah, I did. The Riders of Rowan.
Oh.
I did that right from the get go.
Oh, my bad.
So they have Sam the Loyal Attendant, which this card actually might be good. It's got good stats. It partners with Frodo, the Adventurous Hobbit, so there's a partner mechanic right there. And then at the beginning of your at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a food, and then activated abilities of food you control cost one less. So essentially, this is gain 3 life a turn, which
For one.
All right, Tony, which one are you picking?
I don't know. Do you want to flip a coin on it?
Sure, I don't care.
Which ones are remaining?
Abzan
Food
and
and
Simic.
Jeskai.
And Simic?
Wait, what did you pick, Josh?
I have Simic.
Oh, I have Grixis. So
Okay,
it'd be
so-
Jessica and Abzan.
Yeah. Well, we'll flip a coin on it. Also,
I love this
Radagast,
card.
Wizard of Wilds.
Radagast.
Yeah,
Or
so
One at my bird
This
EDH
is why
right
you
away.
should have picked. This is why you should have picked Simic, Jeff. This is a
No.
bird.
Beast and Birds, you can draw
Birds
Ward
general.
1, and then whenever you cast a spell with mana value of 5 or greater, choose one, make a 3/3 beast or a 2/2 flying bird. Pretty cool.
Card won't be expensive. I'll just pick it up.
I mean,
I want Grixis because it's like a color combination I don't really play for EDH. Most of my stuff is like green or white.
yeah. So a lot of things they said about this set, like I think we kind of introed it in the beginning, was this wasn't designed to be a super push power level, and there's no planeswalkers.
Good.
Which-
I mean, who would they turn into a planeswalker other than like Gandalf
Well, that's like the obvious one, right? You can make the
and
Sauron.
Saruman?
Is it
You mean
Sauron?
Saruman?
I
I
don't
mean,
just
Sauron also.
Saruman's the other wizard.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Well, Tony looked confused.
I just said Sauron. I think Sauron's the guy with the big eye, right?
Sauron's like an all-floating eye. You can't turn that into a planeswalker.
Fair,
I mean,
fair.
He had a body before he died the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could probably make the like king of the orcs. Like the guy that answers to Saruman.
Yeah.
You make him into like a planeswalker because they do that sometimes. It's just like here's a big beef boy who beats people up all day.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get this one, Tony?
I haven't found it yet. It's not out yet. But only one I bought so far was the Gideon one, which I have up there.
Wait, are the actual hot pockets in the box?
I'd like to not say.
That's a lie because you
No.
bought one for one of our friends on the
I'm
Yeah, but
saying,
I don't
like,
have it.
Because you're leaving it unfrozen.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
we
more,
know.
the more
Hold on.
concern.
Hot Pockets, you don't need it freeze them. Okay. They have
They will go bad and smell
He's
terrible.
cooking thoroughly on top of his counter back there.
Yeah, perfect.
You
Dude,
just
oh
got
my
a
It's take a
God.
while.
cinder blowing
They're
on them.
so gross.
That's sealed. So
Actually,
what?
they're not.
What's
they're
the big
not-
deal,
they're
dude?
not.
They haven't started sweating yet. Maybe they'll sweat in the summer.
I would not go buy these.
Sweaty hot pockets.
You know how like when you take
I love hot pockets.
I just like how this one's called Pizza of the Veil. So I don't know if this one's a meme or not. I can't tell.
I want this one to come like you get a Liliana of the Veil on like Arena.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
It'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, if it is a Photoshop job, they did really good on it. But yeah, boom. And did you guys hear about Croaky's? He has the current world record from bronze to mythic speed run.
Yeah, I watched him play his last 3 matches before he did it, and
Yeah,
then
and he
he
played the best color.
instantly signed off and said, "I have to go eat because I haven't eaten 10 hours. I haven't got out of my chair in 11 hours."
So what you're saying is this is probably something that won't be beaten, huh?
You could do it.
Oh no,
You just gotta
there's gonna
play
be
a lot.
some nerd will do it. Some nerd is gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Now that
I
there's a
mean,
number to beat, somebody will
Yeah.
try.
Some nerd will be like, I can't stand this.
I mean, he did pick the right color to do it.
I was about to say you can't play a deck that is not aggro, because that'll just make you want to die.
Yeah, of course. Took him 45 minutes to get out of bronze. Took him an hour to get to silver, gold, and then the biggest was from diamond to mythic. It took him 4 hours.
Do you think he played best of 1 or best of 3?
It says best of 1. He had to play best of 1.
Best one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no sideboard involved in this. You just gotta go
I guess
fast.
that's true.
You just go. You know when you're, and it was fun because he's got a 72% win rate. He had a total of 112 wins and 43 losses, and then the deck stats. So like, yeah, and it's a free to play deck too. Like he has, I don't know if did he upgrade his deck throughout the thing?
I think so.
Okay, because he's got 4
Because he had 2
mythics.
different deck versions. He had one version and then another one he got like some stuff.
Got it. So he's probably had like a basic one, which he was just playing like crazy. But yeah, pretty sweet. This is cool that this is done. The next record set needs to be for limited, which that one will probably take more than 24 hours, just because you have to draft every
Yes.
single time. That was a tough one
Yes,
to do.
it will.
To just do sealed.
Yeah, you could do sealed too, but you also have to do like deck building quickly, you know. And then
Fair.
you have also a bigger range, whereas, you know, once you've
This,
lost
you know
3,
exactly
you
what
have
you're
to go
playing
draft
against
again.
most of the time.
Yeah, whereas this is just like, I lost the game. Play again. It'll probably be
Yeah.
like 48 hours for like a
What does
limited one.
Thundering Raiju do?
It's
When
a
it attacks, it deals damage like with
equal to counters.
modified creature.
Yeah. Sorry, modified creatures. And it's just like a 3/3 with haste for 4 mana.
I thought that card was
Doesn't have
actually kind of
flying.
good. I had like 3 of those in my limited box or whatever.
It's probably good. I don't know.
I had like a
It's on
foil
play
one, the
standard
alt
for a
art
very,
one,
very short time.
and a normal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. It was played in standard for a very short
Fair.
time.
Yeah.
10 hours,
He
in
is also
fact.
just a really good card too.
Yeah, that card's hard. It still gives you the reach. And then obviously you have
It's got
lightning strike. And then,
recursion.
yeah, when it comes to arena, I mean, I don't mean to knock on arena, but the competition level there is like super low, and especially when you make a new account, they have like a behind the scenes ELO that also exists that pairs you with people of similar ELO. So if you start off like with 0 and 0, they have nowhere to put you. So I'm assuming it's completely random in the beginning, and then you start shaping into people that are closer to you.
When
But if you have a fresh account and you have a 73% win rate, aren't you going to get paired against someone who has a 73% win rate?
It could be.
No.
It would be 100% because if you won your first game, it's there's like a secret ELO and like behind the scenes. I don't know what.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know what
There's
that
some
is. But
algorithm.
yeah,
The real
When he was,
competitive aspect of Arena doesn't start showing up till Diamond Mythic.
no, it
when
doesn't.
he was trying to
Leagues
play,
are the only way we get competitive.
when he was trying to win his Mythic match or his match to get to Mythic, he would turn on the Lord of the Rings like the da 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 da. Like the whole time he was playing his games to
That's pretty
get to
funny.
Mythic.
Dude, that's pretty funny. I like that a lot. Wow. Oh man.
So we're gonna try to beat this, right?
Yeah, no
Sure, go ahead,
thanks.
bud.
I
All you.
sorry. Arena is just not alluring to me in any way.
I would say I'd rather just play MTGO all day.
How about
Yeah.
this? I'll say it on stream. If we reach 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'll try it
all right.
and I'll stream it all.
You
Hopefully,
can't give up.
No, I won't. I'll keep going.
how else would you do it?
I would just wait till
New
like.
account too.
I mean,
It's the only way it works. You can't start from 0.
Wake
You
up
can't-
at 8 a.m., start your game.
yeah, I'll make sure
Go
to
to bed at
take
8.
off a Saturday because my job is always closed on Sundays.
Hell yeah, dude. Get them.
So we hit 500 subscribers. I'll do it.
Oh, that's going to be
Nice.
easy. See you in a month, guy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Keep growing, and growing.
We'll pop in and cheer you on.
All right, dude. Before we go into the after show, is there anything you guys want to say about Lord of the Rings? The movies make me sleepy.
Lord of the Rings movies are garbage.
Was that the hot
Josh
take?
has no taste. That's what my hot take is.
Which just probably goes in with mine, which is tater tots or mids. So this
What?
Wednesday might
Oh
be-
my god.
Tater
Go
tots are
chew on some
mids.
straw.
Tater tots are garbage, dude. I get French fries every time.
I bet
Yeah.
you believe McDonald's has good fries too.
They
They're
do.
okay.
No, they
They're
don't. They're
okay.
trash, bro.
Just gotta ask for no salt,
They're
so they have
okay.
to make you a fresh batch. That's it. Everyone knows the trick.
Dude, they're like anorexic fries.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not
not
even fries.
shoestrings.
They're like
They're super skinny, man. Dude,
they're like
Also, sometimes they're
recombined.
just oily as hell.
dude,
Yeah,
Burger King.
mush.
How many times I gotta
their
tell you
fries.
this? When you go to McDonald's, it's very simple. You ask for a new or a no salt, and then you then ask for salt packets. Done and done.
Yes, but that doesn't stop them from being oily.
Yes, it does.
And they look at you and they're like, "This motherfucker."
Because they they redunk the fries. That's why they're oily. Because when they're getting cold, they go, okay, well, we're not gonna throw these out. They redunk them. They do just like a flash dunk to get them hot again, and that's why they're oily and soggy. Because they've been sitting. Okay.
Burger King's fries are better.
Which ones are Burger King?
Yeah.
It's medium.
Culver's has the best fries.
No.
Culver's
way.
is not fast food.
No
Are-
way.
You know what?
Wendy's
Wendy's
has, good fries.
has the best fries.
Yeah, Wendy's
I'll give
has
you
good
that.
fries.
Wendy's does have good fries.
They're
Are we,
super
are we
good.
not? Okay. We don't do Arby's, huh? You're not into the
I
game.
like Arby's.
I was
No,
going to
I
say
like
fries are
Arby's, but I was
not
like, people-
French fries, dude.
curly
Yeah,
fries
that's a
don't
whole
count.
other
I'm
different
sorry. Did we
talk.
say French fries? Then crinkle cuts don't
Implied,
count
bud.
either. Then
Or what-
then crinkle
or-
cuts are gone.
Crinkle cut.
What about waffle?
Waffle done. You can't. They're not French, idiot. Don't count them. You have
All
three
right, well,
restaurants
good,
to pick
then
from.
I don't
Fries
care.
are mids,
I think waffle fries
Wendy's
are
is way
overrated.
better.
Waffle fries are overrated.
Tater tots are like a bastard amalgam of like potatoes that were left on the floor and then smashed together into fucking.
What are?
Tater tots. This guy hates Tates.
No.
Yeah, right.
It's like an
so good.
amalgam of potatoes. It's
No
like
way,
someone
no
put
way.
potatoes in a food processor and then molded them into a little.
I've never made them from scratch, so I can't speak to that.
Dude,
But
Burger King breakfast tater tots
hold
are
on, wait.
so good.
Just give me a second. Hold on. Josh,
John,
explain to me what a
they're
tater tot
always-
is again.
It's like a food processed potato that's then someone takes and like makes into an amalgam of a little turd.
Okay, so exactly what is a French fry then?
A French fry is like peeled or like cut.
Oh, you're talking
into
about
a-
okay.
a strip.
Got it.
There's like a tater tot is like actually like spread like made into little
Fair.
tiny cubes
Okay.
and then like
I just wanted to be clear on
molded
that.
back together.
Okay. I mean, I like tater tots. I don't choose them over
Like,
fries.
McDonald's fries are kind of like that too. McDonald's fries do it like McDonald's fries get even like finer. I think McDonald's fries get like really fine ground up,
Yeah, they're like, it's like a mashed
and
potato
then,
instead of
they rebuild them. They would like push them through molds or something.
yeah, keeping that shape. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Man, curly fries are the best. That's not close.
Agreed.
They're too good.
Mm,
They're way too
Depends
good.
how I'm feeling.
Although potato wedges are pretty good too.
Nah, that's the one I don't like because I hate when you get the giant one that's like, oh, I just ate an
Oh, where
unsalted
it's like
potato.
not, yeah, it's like not cooked all the way through too half the time.
You're like, oh, this is a baked potato. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna eat a baked potato today. We're gonna have to do that. Now we're gonna have to rank them next week. I'm gonna make a little tier list of French fries from every place. So if you need to get reminders, this is your upcoming week. You have to go around just tasting fries and just get accurate readings on them.
All right.
I already planned to gain 10 more pounds anyways.
So next week I'm gonna build Opal deck or modern. Someone's gonna fight me in modern.
Wait, what are you doing? A KCI Opal deck?
No.
Oh, you want to do the unbanned modern thing?
Sure.
Yeah, single card unbanned. Fight me.
Got my PDH.
right,
I'm
you're-
building it right now.
You're gonna do Opal,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only unbanned card you're gonna use, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do Splinter Twin.
Yeah, I think the Splinter Twin one wins not close.
All right, fine. What about because like there was another.
No way.
No, no.
So they have
Splinter Twin does
Ragavan.
not win.
They have Ragavan. They're gonna dominate you.
No.
Okay, whatever.
How about this? I'll do Birthing Pod because there's been a lot of conversation about if that card's actually even good anymore.
I
wouldn't you play
heard that.
Splinter?
I heard that on MTG Goldfish. Those guys are
That's-
idiots. They
No, dude.
they're
I
they're,
feel-
they're very stupid. I'll show you. I'll show you right now. Here, hold on.
Yeah, show me. 'Cause,
It's all you need is a Birds of Paradise and Birthing Pod, and then you win the game.
how.
Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna open up Scryfall. I'll show you the chain.
And are you showing me the chain without my opponent having no interaction?
Well, of course. Like I'm saying,
'Cause,
like the Birthing Pod
anything
deck
can
is
be
a
busted
right.
without like interaction.
But we can both agree that the deck is a value deck that has this infinite chain of like you can just go like, all right, this turn I'm gonna go get a Grand Abolisher, and then next turn I'm gonna defeat you, right? Like you can just go and tutor because you're a Silver Bowler deck. What is this?
Okay.
It's the Japanese promo tokens that they're putting out, or
Okay.
promo cards for winning tournaments.
Okay, so
They do that all the time.
you
I don't know
go
why Japan gets
we
all
go
the
turn
stuff.
1, Birds of Paradise, right? Or any mana dork. It doesn't need to be birds. It can be any mana dork. Turn
Right.
2, Birthing Pod, right? So you go to
You
18
see that
life.
Giada right there? That I need that
Okay.
right there.
Now,
Yeah.
with Birds and Birthing Pod, you already have it. All you need is one more land. So you need 3 lands, a Birds of Paradise, and a Birthing Pod. So then,
turn 3.
yep, turn 3. So then you go, you float a mana with Birds of Paradise, going down to 3 total mana, or you'll go down to 3 lands that are activated for later, right? You get a Corridor Monitor.
Yes, on tap birthing pod. I know a quarter amount.
Okay, Corridor Monitor. Then you sacrifice the Corridor Monitor, going down to 2 mana, getting Renegade Rallier, bring it back Corridor Monitor. Then you upgrade, and then you untap it. So now you're at 2 mana. You go from 2 mana to sack the Renegade Rallier up to flavor text of Felidar Guardian, Restoration Angel to blink either the Birthing Pod with Felidar Guardian or the Corridor Monitor. Now you're down to 1 mana. Now you have Corridor Monitor. You still have 1 mana. You sack the 4-drop into a Kiki-Jiki. Kiki-Jiki then copies Corridor Monitor. You have infinite 1/1/4s. Like it's a Birds of Paradise plus a Birthing Pod. You win the game.
I mean, sure.
Right. Like
this is. I just don't know how consistent it would be with
hyper
the existing-
consistent because the deck it's a toolbox deck. You will always get exactly what you need for every game. That's the
Birthing
problem with
pod
it.
sticks. That's what I'm getting at. Is like birthing pod
Fair.
sticking.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. Like Birthing Pod not existing, but like let's pretend that Birthing Pod decks are Abzan based. Now you play Thoughtseize, or you play ETB creatures that then take it, like Tidehole Scholar. Like you have so many
Also,
different.
you were mentioning the abolisher to like protect yourself. So this replaces your 2-drop of grabbing Corridor.
Yeah, I'm saying like you have the
'Cause
nut draw.
otherwise you have to deal with Fury, Solitudes, like all this
Yep.
other.
I
Like,
don't disagree with that. So the biggest issue of this, right, is if you have a Birthing Pod in play, you will, and you have a 1-drop, you can have anywhere in the scale, you can have it. You will always be able to infinite get to the combo with the Birthing Pod. So it's Birthing Pod plus creature equals you lose, because they will always be able to tutor for the 1 of Deceiver XR, which is your 3-drop that untaps. There's a 4-drop that untaps. There's a 5-drop that gets
Real
Kiki-Jiki.
quick, is the sacking a creature a part of the cost, or is it part of the ability?
It's part of the cost. So, like, you have to.
'Cause, like,
You just
that does make a difference because it being at sorcery speed, and if it wasn't part of the cost and you tap, it's so easy to just solitude the creature.
yeah, like that. But that's the
Oh,
same
it is-
argument for
it
like
is part of- yeah, it's part of the cost.
But
Would
you-
Hammer Time play Opal?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Metalcraft cards.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it would.
Yeah. So Hammer Time would have it. So like, but my argument for it is you build this mid-range toolbox deck that also plays, the elementals, right? And then you're just a value deck that has silver bullets. You'd probably play an 80 card version because we've been proven that 80 cards is all right. Even without Ioria, you don't need it. So you're just like, whatever. Yeah, this card is. I understand.
When we play, Jeff, real quick, we have to play under freeform.
Why?
That's the only way it
Otherwise
works.
won't let us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on MTGO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not building this stuff in paper. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Print it out.
I guess we could do that.
But
But-
your deck currently will have 1 Kiki-Jiki,
What am I looking for?
probably 4 or 3 Felidar Sovereigns, because that's probably the best one with ETBs versus because you can target lands with it, so you can
Yeah.
do that. And yes, like you can answer the Birthing Pod, but that was also true back then. It wasn't hard to answer the Birthing Pod. It's just when you're not playing the birthing, like when you're not doing the Birthing pod plan, you have to hold the whole game for them. So you have to hold your solitude for when they decide to go off. And then even then they're just like, oh, you didn't deal with birthing pod. I'll try it again next turn. And then you just go through it again.
Well, I mean, if you're holding on to Solitude, you just wait till they tap Kiki Jiki and you kill the Kiki Jiki, and then you don't have to worry about it because they're only running it a 1-of.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I agree with you that the card would still be good. I just don't think it's... I'm on the fence if it should stay banned.
And that's why I suggested this
it's
whole
crazy.
concept of like doing the unbanned play formats, because I think it'd be fun to find out.
Yeah, I think with Birthing Pod, like an optimal build would be just be like, you have your 4 Birds of Paradise. You also probably play 2 Court of Callings to have it in the deck or whatever. And then like you now have Renegade Rallier, which makes it just like cake. Like you have to rebuy all your stuff, so you don't even need to play like bad cards like Kitchen Finks or Voice of Resurgence anymore. You just play good cards because Renegade Rallier buys them all back. So you just get to do, it's super consistent. And then you also have like the silver bullets, and you could just be nonsense and be like, yeah, I have a 1-of Omnath in my deck, so I'll just go get Omnath. And you're like, oh shit, I gotta play against an Omnath. You're like, yeah, you're gonna lose this. And you're like, all right, fetch land. You're like, ah, crap, I'm gonna lose really bad to this.
I'll probably message you to help with the list. So
it's gonna be, just build like, if 2 options, you can go like Omnath colors because you're gonna. It's probably just gonna be straight 5 colors, to be honest with you. You'll play 4 Birds of Paradise. You're gonna need
City of Brass and
your Quarter Armonder. You only need 1 of, but like you basically have like a 1 Quarter Armonder, 1 Deceiver Exarch, and then like some amount of other things that are in that range that do the same thing. So you can get them on, like, let's say if you draw a 2-drop, you can play the 2-drop.
Pester Might's a 2-drop, right?
Pester Might's 3. You wouldn't play that. You just, because that's not how you're grinding them out. You just have like these silver bullet combo pieces that exist in there. So you would just do that, Like, don't get me wrong. I know Solitude's a huge part of the format, but like Path to Exile existed in that format, and it still just like didn't matter because they would be like, oh, you're just going to hold Path all game? Okay, let me just build a board state that's going to beat you, so you have to throw your Path, or I'll just go and tutor for a Tidehollow Sculler. I'll just turn my Birds of Paradise, because all your mana dorks become a good 2-drop. You're like, all right. Also, you're probably playing Ragavan in this list because you make treasures and then sack the Ragavan and get to keep the mana. Like, I just think there's just so much value in this. I don't know what the most optimal build would look like. It's probably going to be a blend between like probably Omnath colors, and then maybe you splash like a Tidehollow Sculler. And you have Triumphs now, so your mana's way better. Like,
and you also got to watch out for Leyline Binding too.
Yeah, they probably play that, yeah. Or you're talking about the Birthing Pod player?
No, your opponents. Like, that's...
Yeah, I'm saying, like, your opponents play Leyline Binding. Like, the deck plays, like, Rexage and Lauren, and it's got all of the things. You just have so many tutors. Like, and those... Being able to have those cards main deck changes, like, the whole dynamic. That's why the deck was so consistent. It was so annoying
playing against the deck.
Well, it was annoying because they were like doing Kitchen Finks. Also, there's like the Malira combo that they can go with, which is a more low to the ground combo, which is like you have Malira plus the Devoted Druid. You can go that route. Like, you don't always have to be Kiki Jiki, but you can just stick those bullets. Like, oh, you dealt with my Kiki Jiki, let me just get infinite mana, or a Spike Feeder combo. Now you can go and tutor into a infinite life. Like, I just don't know like what world that this deck that doesn't get to just all silver bullets plus like your hyper consistent cards, which and then also there's like a Yawgmoth variant that you can play too. Like, you can do a Yawgmoth, which is Young Wolf, and because they're already playing Eldritch Evolution, right? So you just get to go up the chain with that, and instead of having crappy cards in your deck, you get to play 1 of silver bullets that untap your Birthing Pod and then go right up to Yawgmoth and win the game. Like, make it Abzan.
Like I said, I understand like the card has power. I feel I need to see it happen.
Sure. I'll
make it happen, Cap.
Yeah.
Like, I know,
you
like,
said you're building Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a bad Opal deck, but I'm building Opal.
Is it just straight Opal?
Is it just? It's just 4 Opal and then lands.
Yeah, you can main deck Katakis, and your whole sideboard gets to be 15 card. You get to have a 15 card sideboard, which is so stupid.
Oh, you link me a picture of the 101 ring.
No.
Fuck you! Come on.
You have the internet. You figure it out.
It's also in the chat, the Facebook chat.
He's trying to hear. Baby. Yeah.
I'll look it up. Oh, there it
Maybe-
is. I found it. Never mind.
JB, when are you off next week?
When am I off? Never.
So you work 7 days next week?
No, I work 5. I don't work on the weekend.
I could probably do it Sunday. I might be inebriated.
Doing what?
The facing each other.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wait. No, I'm doing
God,
something
and you get to
Sunday.
go get Spell Skite, dude. What are you talking about? Screw your Solitude. Dude, this deck is nuts.
Spell Skite.
Does it Spellskite say spell or ability?
It's, yeah, spell of target spell
Or
ability.
ability, yeah.
Yeah, it's dude. This deck has too much protection. You have Eternal Witness to buy everything back. Yeah, nah, you can't do this. Plus, this is the mid-layer version of the Sakiki Jiki, so it's a little bit more consistent. That has sack outlets to get around your stupid exile plans. This is probably the build you're gonna want to go with. You're just gonna have to upgrade it with some MH2 cards.
Yeah, I gotta look at
3
MH2 and
years
see what I
ago.
can put in.
Yeah, so this is like a banned Birthing Pod deck, and it's probably good enough. Like, you don't even need. I wouldn't even play Abrupt Decay because now you can get. You don't need Shriek. You don't need Revel Arc or Shriek Maw. You just play the elementals instead.
What's a good artifact? I mean, obviously there is no good artifact to switch in for Astrolabe, but what's a good artifact for Astrolabe's place?
Where's the saga?
Yeah, you're right. Saga should be in there 100%. Why would I not play Sagas?
Are you gonna play Urza?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you also have Imperial Recruiter too. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that's new.
God damn. Yeah, dude. There's just there's not a world you can play this like that. It would be allowed. Like, I know it seems like,
Well, it would be
"Ooh."
allowed, but it'd get banned.
Yeah, people are like, oh, this is fun, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, the same repetitive gameplay every single time, hyper consistent. Yeah, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, there's Beseiju. I don't disagree with that. Beseiju does exist. That is right. But the deck is also just like this value pod deck that plays Court of Calling, so like you can be cute with all that. It would play a lot like a Urza Saga deck where it just has like this consistency and being able to do like the same thing over and over, and then like it's like it would play like Hammer Time. Honestly, it would be like a Hammer Time deck where it's just like I have this all in combo, or when you overboard against this all in combo, I grind you out with constructs. You know,
Yeah.
it would play like that, except there's no variance because it's just like you would only keep hands that had Birds of Paradise plus Birthing Pod.
Mono blue. Should I go mono blue?
You have Obstinate Bailout to gain life.
Mono blue would be sick.
Scavenging Ooze to beat other decks. The Scavenging Ooze would be great.
Oh, I'm gonna make a really bad deck. It's gonna be fun.
4 Thoughtseize in the sideboard to deal with Solitude decks. Yeah, this just seems like
Oh,
the
perfect.
bee's
And
knees.
this deck's only 83 ticks.
Yeah.
Wait,
mean,
because everything's
You
banned.
have to upgrade some of the cards for sure. Like, you don't play Voice Resurgence anymore. You play, like... There's a bunch of stuff, dude. Like, I have to, like, really look at the list, but, like... let me go MTG top 8. Let's see what the current modern core decks look like, because you're just going to use that as the same thing. Hell, you could build a Birthing Pod deck that's Elementals, which plays Risen Reef and so forth. You know?
You go from Risen Wreath into another elemental after drawing your card.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, it
I
would...
still love it's all.
Could you
lands.
wait? Can you only do it in response? Is it only sorcery?
Yes.
I was gonna say, could you go into subtlety? Go
No,
from Risen Reef
no.
into subtlety.
They
into
made it so you
response?
couldn't Mystic Snake. They knew
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Okay.
They weren't dumb about that. Let's see. So
That
creature
would have been
toolbox.
so
Let's see what
good.
this
It
looks
would have
like.
been so funny. Show him who's boss. Take
So,
this,
You
idiot.
could just go like a You could do. You could also just do a Yawgmoth build. That's a little bit more consistent. The hell are these cards even? You just get rid of like.
I was gonna say, would they even do they even need Birthing Pod?
Yeah. It goes and automatically finds your blood artist.
You 100%
you
play
don't
it.
need-
How
You
does
get
it
to
find,
get whatever
it
you
doesn't
want.
Find your blood artist. 'cause
Birds of
Blood Artist-
Paradise
Or no,
and-
it is two. It is
Yeah,
two.
it
Never
just
mind.
goes-
I thought Blood Artist was one.
Forget playing
No.
Court of Calling. You just go get it with Birthing Pod.
Yeah. You're just like, yeah, I'll
And
just
then
go.
you do it over and over.
Yeah. I'll just go find it really quick and just beat you. It would probably be this. This is like a streamlined list. And you get like, you just change a couple cards, right?
Yeah.
But you have 4 Ignoble Hierarch, 4 Birds of Paradise, and then you can probably, I don't know what the construction is, but there's probably a Junda list that you could build that would,
With recruiter.
yeah, that you could go and tutor for, because recruiter is power, right? So you can actually go tutor Yawgmoth if you needed to as
Just-
well.
The white one's toughness, I think.
Yes, because the white one can go get Solitude.
Yep.
The red one cannot. And then like your whole
Yeah,
deck is
Solitude's a 3 or 4/3.
yeah. But like the role of Eldritch Revolution is the same thing, you know, except you would be able to just go and like you could reduce some of these numbers. Like you don't have to play 4 Stranglergeist anymore. You could just go down to like 2.
Well, Eldritch also hops from 2 to 4.
Correct. The build would be different. Like
Yeah.
there's there's got to be. I mean, you could do Sultai to add like a Deceiver Exarch in here, so you could untap the stupid Birthing Pod and then go to like. There's just so many ways to manipulate that card. It's just not a reasonable. Like I said, I don't think it's reasonable that people think that's you can unban it. This one's playing Tyvar. So this has got fucking Haywire Mites. Come on,
Card's so good.
Giver of Ruins. You can play this version. Like, start playing Giver of Ruins. Hell, you can play Esper Sentinel, so they have to be. It's annoying as hell. And then when you're done with Esper Sentinel, upgrade it. You know, I just think there would be like 13 different builds of Birthing Pod, and it would just get really old to play against that over and over and over and over again.
Do you think the same thing would happen with Splinter Twin?
No, Splinter Twin's a very concentrated combo. There's not really a grind path, right? And the better blue-red deck, I believe, is the better blue-red deck is Murktide.
Yes.
Like I just think you should, if you're gonna play Splinter Twin, you're sacrificing like you
Good
have to
cards.
play. Yeah, you like. Don't get me wrong, people would play it, but like the Ragavan build, like Splinter Twin doesn't get to utilize expressive iteration as well because your cards are expensive.
That's fair.
Like Murktide, the reason why the deck works is because everything's 2 and under. Like your Murktide's 7, but come on, it's not really 7. But your whole deck is just it's the best expressive iteration deck, like not close.
Modern's the only format that cards are illegal in now, right?
What?
Or no, it's
Yeah,
legal
it's-
in Legacy, right?
No, it got banned.
Oh yeah, it did just get banned. That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah.
That's crazy and
Can
uncommon.
you imagine a world where you could get Arkham's Astrolabe with Urza's Saga?
Yeah. Could you imagine a world where you're just birthing potting into Solitudes and Furies?
I'll just go get this artifact that filters my mana and gives me a free card.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you like a build. I'm trying to find something that's like more concrete. I just can't think of one. Like, I would have to
Do you
go
think
base.
Astrolabe should stay banned? I feel like Blood Moon's pretty bad right now.
Doesn't matter. Do you want 5-color soup piles?
Nope.
I mean,
Keep
we
it
already have
banned,
one.
baby. It's gone forever.
That's the problem. It's you no longer you just go
Banned
play.
in all formats.
You just go
please.
grab the 15 best sideboard cards because any deck can play them now. There's no restrictions.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the
Bad.
problem. It makes it really inconsistent. Plus,
Never unban that card.
you can. It's a mistake.
What about mental misstep?
I mean,
Mm,
that's
no.
pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
I
one.
mean, especially when you look at the top 10 cards, it's 8 or 7 lands. Bolt,
Dude, imagine if you
Ragavan,
could
and Smoke.
counter. Imagine if you could counter Ragavan
I mean, you
for
can.
free.
Well, not for free. Well, you
it is free. So,
yeah, you technically could for free with Pact of Negation.
Yeah, you can.
Get out of here.
It's just gonna cost you. You're just gonna have to play Angel's Grace next turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to be.
I
Able
mean,
to.
you can counter Ragavan for 1.
Is there a world where Hardened Scales would play this? Because you can go. It would be a way to go find. I don't know. I think there's
No.
just a million things that you could do with this shit.
What about the
Bass
artifact
doesn't work
lands?
in anything.
This card's so expensive. So funny.
Uzalith.
Yeah.
I think the
Uzalith.
artifact lands are something that could be talked about.
Yeah. Those I'm pretty like meh on. I don't really care about them.
I can see why they're an issue because that just makes your constructs even greater.
They've
And it makes,
they've never unbanned them, so they've never been legal.
And it
so-
makes the Thoughtcast decks better.
Well,
But
by how much?
They
You only play one land per
just
turn.
lose to Karn.
It's not like it's not like they're like Mem Knights where you get like 4 of them. You know.
Oh shit, I get Karn, don't I, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All you have to do.
Man,
like,
I don't know what to do with this deck.
You want to tell me how to beat? You want to like? I can tell you how to beat the artifact lands. You just play a 4-mana Karn, Great Creator. It's like good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice game. Glad we played this together.
All right, boys, I'm getting out of here.
Which shoal was banned? Blazing shoal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one stays banned.
No, yeah, because you can just win on turn 2.
Well, you do that with hammer time. Same thing.
Isn't it more consistent?
But you
though?
can't
No,
interact
you have to have a
with
progenitus
Blazing
in your
Shoal.
hand. So yes, it's more consistent in the sense that you have to have progenitus.
And you can't really interact with it.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Blazing Shoal?
Yes. Why
How do
can't
you interact?
it's the same argument. It's a glass cannon. It's no different
you
than
can
going.
counter
It's
it.
no different than going turn 1 Glistener Elf, turn 2 Delve card plus whatever. Like what's the like mutagenic
Yeah,
growth pump? You win.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the same thing. It's no different. It's actively probably the same, but like Blazing Shoal, it was banned. at
No,
a time.
what's the deck where they just like pitch a card from their hand and kill you?
Yeah, Blazing
Yeah,
Shoal.
it was that. It was you played Inkmoth turn 1, turn 2 you play a land, you activate Inkmoth, you
And
Blazing
Blazing
Shoal,
Shoal.
discard
Yeah,
Progenitus.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yeah, but you have to have a progenitus in your deck, which makes your deck bad. There's force.
I mean-
there's force of negation now. Like
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't only Progenitus though. Wasn't it also Greater Gargadon?
I
Since
think greater,
10?
yeah. I mean, it was. I'm pretty sure it was progenitus.
It's also a bad card.
Yeah, like you have to play 2
Oh,
cards.
agreed.
Like when you like, it's one of those decks you have to mulligan down to 4 a lot because you have to go
Yeah,
find a
it's
2-card
like
combo.
playing Neo form.
Yeah, it's high variance, and again, like your argument of like solitude exists, and like that's good, and then force of negation can also be brought into the picture now. It's like, yeah, force of negation, because that deck did play pact of negation to stop there, because they were going for the 1-shot, right?
Yeah,
See
just
how-
like
see what year.
Oops All Spells did.
Let's go to 2013. Let's see if that existed there. Twin Exarch. It might have got banned before then.
That's why we have Google.
Pyromancer Control. God, those were good days.
Well,
Those were the days, boys. Sunny side up. Oh yeah. Hive Mind. Oh, those are the days, guys. I wonder if it had to be 2011 then.
it was born or banned in 2011.
Yeah, so it had like a small. It had to be infect. Infect combo. That was mono blue infect. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, 1 progenitus. 3 this. 1 summoner's pack. Dragon Storm is what it played.
Yeah, because you only have to +9.
How does Blazing Shoal read? Yeah, okay. So it was 4 Dragon Storm, like transmute, like Sheer Through Depths, Ponder and Preordain were legal.
Not
3
bad.
Wishing Well in this deck. Oh, baby. Fucking Wishing Well.
Yeah, so you literally mulligan down to Blooded Agent because it's unblockable, and then you just played all this bullshit. Disrupting Shoal. Oh my god. Yeah, this was the big counter cat. Remember when this card had to get banned? Splinter Twin. Let's see what
Well
else-
spread. Jesus. What is this garbage?
Breach Post. Yeah, this is like the first Pro Tour where everything got like banned. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
This was the good old days.
This is before. This is like when people were figuring out stuff, and this is before the internet. Like, let me rephrase it. This is before people like actually studied.
Yeah.
I
That's when
studied
you
the
that's when
blade.
you found out your tech from your local FNM.
Oh yeah, Jund, the big bad Jund. Back when Jund was $4,000. Let's look at what this deck used to look like. Yeah, because they had 4 Tarmogoyfs, which were 200 pop. Liliana's, Deathrow
100.
Shaman.
Deathrite Shaman was only like 10.
Yeah, it never got.
Dark Confidant was like 50.
That's because Deathrow Shaman was in the format there.
And then Black Cleaves Cliffs was like $50. Thoughtseize were 30.
No, what's it called? Raging Ravines are expensive.
No, they were
Yeah.
always like $10.
No, those were like
$20, $30.
Celestial Colonnade was $50 during Modern's run because
Yeah, I guess you're
you
right.
could only get them in
Dude.
World Wake,
I have a Celestial
and that was already a
Colonnade
really small set.
from Zendikar Rising, the box topper one.
Yeah,
That card is $2.
yeah, it's no longer. played. Yeah, this, and then you had Thoughtseize before the Theros reprint.
Yeah, they were like $30.
No, this is before the Theros reprint. I'm
Yeah, it
talking.
was like $30.
No, Thoughtseize was like a
No.
50. It was dude when Modern popped off when Thoughtseize didn't get in the first Modern Masters, it went from all the cards that didn't make Modern Masters, like for example, like Raging Ravine.
Except for Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf is it was also a mythic in a really small print run. Same with Snapcaster that went up because they made it mythic. But like Raging Ravine, for example, was like $25 card. Then Modern Masters came out, and because like all these cards missed, it just went like through the roof. When Theros came around, like these things got cheaper. But Jesus Christ, like even Inquisition was like $13 because
Yeah, it was like $10 for an uncommon.
couldn't find them. But like no, Blackleaf Cliffs was the cheap one. Because it was
it was super expensive.
No, it wasn't. Because it came.
No, it wasn't.
Modern came out in 2011, so that's when that set came out.
The expensive one out of all those was the blue-black one.
Yeah, the reason why Blackleaf Cliff got expensive now is because it hasn't been printed since 2011. So it's been 12 years since a reprint. That's why it's expensive. Aside from like expeditions.
Me and JB were looking up a deck list earlier, and for some reason, TCG Player had Bolt at $77.
Yeah, it's because it includes what's it called?
Yeah, see?
Beta. Yeah. Dude, can I go to the price history of this real quick? Does TCG go back that far?
Think so. Dude, I have 2 Fulminator Mages, and I love this card. I wish it was good still.
Yeah, see sales history.
I don't think it goes back.
I think you can click on settings to go farther, right?
Where can I look at price histories?
View
MTG
graph.
price histories.
I think you could have just reviewed graph. Oh, that doesn't like...
I think it's 1 year. I think like they only keep so much data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, view sales history, it said.
Yeah, that's like the sales that are on the site. Because of how frequently things move. Let's go to Fulminator. I wonder if they have it here. So let's go to the Shadowmoor one. See if I can find this. I'm like genuinely curious. Not MTGO, I need tabletop. Okay. So right here. $50. Fulminator got up to $50. So this is right here.
Oh, I got it right here. Back when it won the 2012 championship for Jund, $1,500
What?
The deck?
for Jund. The deck.
That is so incorrect.
It's not.
Dude, 4 Tarmogoyfs were $800. What are you talking about? Lilianas were $100 a pop. That's $1,200 right there. That's not including fetch lands. That's, whatever you're looking at is incorrect. Here, let me just... 2012, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we will look for this. So Tarmogoyf from Future Site, right? Okay.
Tabletop.
Yeah, tabletop. Okay. 2012, right? And 12 release, so right here, they're about $100. Yep. And then
So 400.
damn, you got to 200 for a long time. So 400 right there. Liliana. Man, that card took a big shit. The card doesn't. It's not worth anything anymore.
Unistrad. $40.
Yeah, we'll call it 40. Man, when did they
There's
get to
another
100?
120 or 160.
Okay.
So what? We're at 560.
Ravine.
Like
99 cents. Jesus Christmas.
Keep going. Like $5. Like I said, that card was not that expensive.
How did he get it?
Yeah,
up to
that was
30?
bullshit right there. That was some fucked up shit. That wasn't right.
I need to see one thing real quick.
So like $10.
Maybe I just
I'm
have it.
telling you, Celestial Colonnade was expensive.
Yeah,
That was like 25.
that might have been more than that because I remember them being like stupid expensive. So, this is when Modern got big.
Yeah.
When was it?
Wasn't that early. You played it early, but it wasn't like super popular until
Got
like
to 70. What is this
2014.
825 release? That's got to be because
Something's busted. But
$40.
Was the anniversary, the Magic 25 packs?
Yeah, but then why would it be $60?
Because it wasn't there the box topper version in there?
Yeah, but this is only looking at World Week ones.
but yeah, whatever. So you're looking at like 1,500, 2,800 bucks
Yeah.
for old Jund.
Let me see what this Modern Masters one is worth. I'm genuinely
like,
curious about
People
that.
were complaining when Renin
So hold
6
on.
stacked.
Jesus.
So, all right. So maybe that's where my mind is at then, because I think when Modern Masters, so this is when Modern Masters released, and that's when everything got crazy.
Yes.
Okay, so in the beginning it wasn't too
24.
bad.
Yeah.
So this is when Goys for that. That's like where I guess that's where my head's at. So in the inception, it wasn't too bad, but they were hard to come by. They were hard to find, and at that time, like people paying $100 for like a card was like ridiculous.
Yeah, everyone's like, that's not Jace. Fuck you.
Oh,
Fly Arrow win.
Yeah, this is the first card that was like when it was in standard, it was expensive. They don't have any data but beyond that. It was $40 at Mirror
$45.
Besieged. Yeah, they were hard to get, dude.
Yeah,
And then
I remember.
they were $60 here before Theros. Then
Yeah,
Theros
then they
came
I
out.
played when this card came out.
Yeah.
So did I.
It's
Fuck you.
you didn't play during Lero when I thought.
Yeah, I played after.
Don't you just love that Lotus Petals are $25 for a common?
Yeah, it's wild. Still. And they have the reprint.
Which reprint?
If you're gonna say
I thought they
the
have one in the Brothers War thing.
no,
No,
it was an
Oh, I was thinking of
invocation
I was thinking of that other card, the
from
one
the
that
fall.
no, the grid.
Oh,
Oh,
this card took a big.
Defense grid.
This card took a big old shit too.
Babel went from 15 to fucking 2.
A quarter. Card's not worth shit. The cold snap ones, those got up to like $20, dude. It was annoying.
Yeah.
$40 at one point.
Well,
Well, we'll call it. To be fair, we'll call it
call it
15.
30
Well, we'll call it, yeah.
because it skyrocketed and then kind of came back down.
yeah, you can see where MH2 came out and it skyrocketed
Yeah.
up to like $40.
Yeah, because everyone needed 4 for the blue red.
just bulk.
Woo! $60.
Yeah. Man, what are some of the other cards, man?
Other cards that were good.
Snapcaster had a weird history too. Modern
I wanna see
Masters
Jace.
2011 was
Like
pretty
Jace.
high. This card got ridiculous too.
Also, show Blood Moon. Just look at Blood Moon. That one was dumb. It's like fucking $10 to 100 to 10.
Let's look at the 8th edition ones because those are probably the cheapest. Well, actually, Chronicle is. Everybody hates Chronicle.
It's whiteboarded.
Yeah, still, somehow it holds like a decent price tag. Yes, $60 for Blood Moon. This is when MH2.
No.
That was Modern Masters, not
Modern Masters.
Yeah.
Again, 2015 was like the year Modern really started.
Yeah.
Everything before that was just like goofing around.
Well, that was when they still had Extended going, because when Modern came out, wasn't Extended still going too?
No,
Nah, they
Modern-
cut it pretty quick
Yeah,
after.
it was 1 year because it had Stoneforge
Uh-huh.
and Jace in the format, and they were like, all right. And then, sorry, you had Stoneforge, Jace, and Bitter Blossom in the same format.
Hmm.
Yeah, they played it
best.
all. It lasted all a year, and everybody's like, "This sucks," because it was like a rotating format. It was super standard. It was just the previous standard and then the current standard combined. And then after that, it sucked.
Old
Wow.
Extended was fun.
Yeah, people hated it because it was rotating.
But again, when we played Extended, like the oldest set was mirrored in, so it was like playing old.
Nope, it was Onslaught. You had the fetches still.
Or yeah, it was Onslaught. Sorry.
Yeah, that was the last one. It sucked.
Well, we had the fetches because they were reprinted in Zendikar at that point.
Wait, they're still saying like this is illegal. This is still.
This is where we'd be.
It was retired and it was implemented here in August 7th, and then had Expensivest until
No, that's modern.
no. Popular
Oh,
modern. So they
retired.
retired
Got
it. So it was a sanction. Look at the August 7th to October 8th. Last 3 months.
No, that was when it was retired, dude.
Right. So
Read it again.
okay.
The decision to retire extended as a sanctioned format on August 7th.
But you could play
2013.
it sanctioned till October. It said.
The current.
But I'm saying it was around for a while.
That's
it was a couple of years.
It's pretty funny. This is a current. Oh, wow. So like for extended, if you wanted to play.
What was the rule for extended?
When a new set came out, the last
It was supposed to. It was supposed.
format rotated.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It's like standard, but it was a 10-year span.
Yep.
So like in 2011, when Jace came out,
played.
the Onslaught fetches retired because they were from 2001.
Yeah.
But the previous rotations. So this is the other one.
I mean, I played during Zendikar.
So this is the other extended that they tried. So on March 2008, it
That's
changed
the
from
one
the
we
last 7
played,
years of blocks and consortia until, and then this is the one for on June 18th. It was changed to the last 4 years.
Mm.
Yeah,
We
And that's
played
when everyone
during the
quit.
2008 one, right? No. It was,
Yeah, we played in 2009, early 2010.
that
'cause
was
I
the.
remember
Yeah,
playing
this is before this.
Hypergenesis and like
Yeah, I was playing
Like,
Hypergenesis.
shit.
You were playing.
Yeah, that's
were you
where
playing
sort of the
Goyf
meek.
deck?
I was playing on mono red because I didn't know if I had no money to my name, so I had to go build like Spark Elementals, the Hell Spark Elementals. And I got House
I
by.
didn't have Goyfs.
No, I didn't. I just
You
remember.
borrowed a Goy from us. Remember?
I
Jeff?
remember
'Cause it
going to
was-
that tournament.
Oh yeah.
I remember going to that tournament and I saw a guy that had a Stormforge, a Jason Mind Sculptor in play, a Sensei's Divining Top, and a Thopter Foundry. And a Sword of the Meek. And I was like,
It's perfect.
oh, this deck can't lose. And I was like, looking at my red deck, I was like, I can't beat this.
I paid $10 for that Goy, Jeff,
Hell yeah.
because
I
that was
remember
when
I sold a Baneslayer Angel to go to the state fair.
because that's when we went to the pre-release for when Titans came out, and I opened Primeval, foiled Primeval, and then we went to that like Hobby Lobby or whatever that you
Yeah.
guys used to go to.
Magic, whatever.
The one in like what was that, Brookfield or some shit.
Oh,
and it
Hobby
was-
Town.
Yeah. So we went
Oh.
out there, and I traded the non-foil Primeval Titan for a Gideon. Because like the Gideon, when it came out, they were the same price, and they
Mhm.
had Future Sight packs there for $10. And I was like, all right, I'll buy one. And at the time, I was friends with Chris, and he picked out the pack, and I opened Tarmogoyf. And then we went to States that weekend,
And I borrowed it.
not States, because States wasn't extended; it was standard.
Yeah.
Mm.
I traded a non-foil Baneslayer Angel for 2 Goyfs and a Shock Land, and the next day Goyf jumped up from $25 to $60 because extended got announced for the season.
Yeah.
And then that's when you borrowed 2 Goyfs from us,
Yeah.
because I played Hypergenesis and played against elves and lost round 1.
Scalding Tarns were $100 for like.
I just
Ever.
remember going to time like 3 rounds in a row while playing blue, white, red control.
Yeah. Gideon,
fucks again.
Elspeth,
Friends
Johnny.
deck,
Yeah.
yeah. It just took forever, and I'd play against everyone else who took to time. So it's just the worst.
I played Wooly Thoktar at the tournament, and my first round opponent was Turbo Fog, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, how do I beat this? He's just like fog, and then we both kept drawing off his Jace, Bellerin. I was like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, yeah. I think you played the list before. This was before Worldwide Jace existed. This was like the
It
Johnny.
was,
It
yeah.
was a Johnny
What,
Vengeance.
Super Friends?
Yeah, because it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because I remember the breakout deck there was Boros. I was like, I have
was
such a
gonna
good
say.
matchup against Boros, and I got my ass handed to me by the deck.
I remember going to States and I played Boros. And round 1, I played against that deck that was literally called Christmas Land, where they played.
Oh yeah, a Colony Woods thing. Yeah, I remember that.
They played the Lotus Cobra.
Yep.
And they played
Uh-huh.
all the ultimatums
Fetches.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I beat them. And then round 3, I played against some
Ugh.
black deck.
Naya Lightsaber. What a name.
Yep.
I remember beating Peter Barron with this deck, like
Oh,
consistently.
I actually saw him